Welcome to Join the Anarchy, an interactive Shadowrun Anarchy campaign live on Twitch. Today we are Today we are joined by Bobby of Six World Podcast / Complex Action / Complex Action Actual Play / I'm sure you have plenty of other projects on the horizon. How are you doing?
Hopefully. I'm doing great. How are you guys? I'm glad to be here. This is exciting.
Woo! So excited! You're our first guest player. And for that, typically, we have what we're doing is our audience can impact the game directly. They can give suggestions for us to potentially use in chat. We'll be following chat as we play, and you can affect the game live. And every time that you do, we get a plot point when we take your suggestion. I have little bullets here that I use to denote plot points. I have a gun mug that I keep them in. I like showing it off.
Mm-hmm. You do all the time.
I do.
I would show it off all the time too.
It's pretty great.
So every time we take your suggestion, we get plot points. So give us good suggestions. We get plot points, which we can use for all kinds of fun, ridiculous things. In addition, and the special rule that we didn't actually really use much last time, we can spend our plot points to use your suggestions on other people's turns. So, make those suggestions count. And also, every time that you give us a suggestion, we put your name on a list for a raffle ticket. Every suggestion is a raffle ticket, and then we're going to randomize everything, and one person will get $15 on Drive-Thru RPG to spend as they please. It's enough to buy Shadowrun Anarchy if you don't have it, but if you already have it, there's plenty of other things that you can get. Make sure we have that open. Everybody, raffle. Perfect.
Congratulations again to Rats for winning the first ever session and the test session.
Not rigged, I promise.
Yeah, the session. Rats is the guy to beat.
Rats is the guy to beat. He is full of suggestions.
Yes. So let's go ahead and introduce everybody. I'm Oscar, I'm your GM. That's all you need to know. Let's go this way. I'm going to start right to left going down, like we're Japanese, and we'll move this way. So, Noob.
My name is Noob, or Travis, or Trav, or Tuh. Just really any form of that. I play the Gunslinger Adept Deadeye. I still gotta work on the accent, but it's getting a little better. Cool.
You're rocking it.
Cool. Yes. Kai, your turn.
Well, I'm Kai or Angela. I could go either way. I have a character named Bitstorm. She is a troll decker, and yeah.
Troll decker. Wait, you got to talk about Reboot, the awesome combo.
So last time, everybody in the audience helped me name she decided to pick up an axe, which has a cyber deck inside, and it's called Reboot.
Yes. So excited for this.
She Control-Alt-Deletes people.
Wait, that's Task Manager.
Scrim, your turn.
I am Scrim. I play Turbo, the Elk Street Samurai, who has a penchant for thrill-seeking and a skateboard named Rocket Rats.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, it is.
And Bobby, please introduce yourself and all the things that you do, what the community knows you for.
My name's Bobby, and I have a YouTube channel, Complex Action. On there, I mostly do rules explanation videos on my GM screen series, and it's hand-drawn, short, 3 to 5 minute videos handling the many complicated and esoteric rules that exist in Shadowrun 5th edition. I also have a podcast, the Sixth World Podcast, where we talk about Shadowrun, and I also have an actual play that I do called the Complex Action Actual Play. And You can find all of those anywhere that you find things, YouTube and podcatchers and iTunes and stuff.
Perfect. So, before we begin, I'm going to start with a prologue for our 3 current players who get a call to meet their new fixer. Their new fixer is going to be up to the audience. I need a physical description and a name, and maybe some character things about them. This is going to be some prefacing. This fixer is going to send you all over the world. So this is a pretty well-connected individual who's taking a chance on you 3 losers.
Hey.
Jeez, that's harsh.
All right, fine. On you 3 winners. As long as I keep you alive, you're winners.
True.
I mean,
your
hey,
puppets.
we
Super
killed a potato
time.
monster. I
You did
think
kill
we
him.
know what we're doing.
Yes. Oh, Mash.
Mastradamus is no more.
Mastrodamus. God damn it.
All right, we have some suggestions coming in. Keep them coming.
Talks like Fred Durst.
I don't even remember what Fred Durst talks like. I just go rolling. Whoa.
Yeah, just talk like he sings.
Talk like I'm pretty sure that's not how he sings. There's more to it. Because he also had "It's my way or the highway." I'm a terrible singer. I don't want to do this. Don't ever ask me to sing. It'll be awful. Wants to build a wall.
No, dude, we're not
No,
gonna have.
I'm not taking yours.
Sorry, I saw pumpkin-toned skin.
All right.
Building off dance suggestions.
So let's see. With a wig. How about? All right. So far, okay. Here's what I'll do. I'll mix some of these suggestions. I'm going to take pumpkin tone skin. Although this is yours, so this is a conflict of interest. I can't give you a raffle ticket, Scrim.
Alright.
So he is a pumpkin tone skinned. I want to go for morbidly obese.
With tiny hands.
Can you please use tiny hands? The one thing Matt says, Matt is like one of my best friends. The one thing he says in the stream is tiny hands.
Tiny hand.
Morbidly obese with tiny hands.
I need to put. All right. So
Likes the word
thank
wrong.
you to
What's the word?
Oh,
thank you
boy.
to Matt, I guess,
Matt,
for.
I guess.
Here, let me make sure I have. I realized I shouldn't have pulled this up in front of my webcam. The
Legs
raffle
were
ticket.
wrong. Alright, so we have Trump as
So
the
yeah,
fixer.
Trump is your. All right,
All right.
Trump is your fixer. Great. All right, thank you, Matt. I guess you have the first raffle ticket of the evening. Should I do it? I think Trump, officially a record company owner. I like that. That's a cool backstory, so I'll take that as well. I think this will set me up. Morbidly obese, tiny hands, and
His name's
officially a
David
record
Rump.
company.
Yeah.
David Rump. All right. Officially a record company owner. Thank you,
Got a lot of
Rats.
money.
Thank you, Rats, for that one.
Claims to have a lot of money.
Claims to have a lot of money. Oh, I think that goes with the territory.
Good.
So, oh god. Oh, this is the worst fixer ever. I'm sorry, you guys. All right, so, all right, so
Thanks,
you guys.
Like the best. He's got great runs.
All right.
That's
Yes.
right.
Best runs.
The
Best
best.
runs. I
Best
promise.
runs.
You're gonna love it.
Best runs.
You talk. Wait, I need tiny
my
little
God.
hands.
He's gonna
Okay.
be like super bro-y.
Ass
Does he
hands.
have T-Rex arms?
So, all right. So you guys are going to meet. Where would you? You know what? You're gonna meet at the Alabaster Maiden.
Mm.
Okay, it's one of
Right.
those fancy places that everybody in Seattle knows about. It's a bar. It has an actual like alabaster maiden statue that legend says was once a person, was once a woman, and now everybody rubs her for good luck. I believe that's the story.
I hope she's close.
Yikes.
If everyone's rubbing her, I'm going to say no. So, so naked alabaster chick.
And she's a
Alright.
fountain. Her mouth, like, it's a fountain.
Canon, guys. All right,
Canon.
and so you walk in, and you see a morbidly obese, pumpkin-toned skinned, tiny hands, guy in a suit, filling out this love seat from his girth. This is double chin, so let's see. You won't be able to see it with my beard, but hey everybody, how are you doing? Welcome. I'm David Rump.
David Rump.
David Rump. How are you? It's
Sup,
nice
Dave?
to meet you. You've all done great work. Great work. I love each and every one of you. I think you have amazing potential, and I want to take you all over the world. You know, there are people out there that just need Shadowrunners no matter where. It's not just all about Seattle. So, you're kind of like the pickup crew. Whenever they're in a dearth of Shadowrunners, we can throw you guys in. You're there. Yeah? How does that sound? Airfare is on me. I can do all of your transfers of your weapons and gear and all that. Anything illegal, don't worry about it. I have connections. I will get you to where you need to go.
Sweet. Is there champagne on the flights?
No, I don't pay for champagne on flights. I only pay for economy class.
Okay.
We have to cut corners. I'm sorry.
Bitstorm whispers sub-vocally, like, did you guys look at his tiny hands?
Yeah, his tiny little hands. When he speaks, he's very adamant about speaking with these tiny little hands.
Yeah.
How does he hold anything?
Yeah, really.
Hold on.
Deadeye.
I'm sure he's got AIDS for that, or yeah, AIDS for that too.
Deadeye pulls out
he
a
has.
cigar.
He pulls out like he uses one of those like little. What are those called? Those little grabby things. You know those gizmos, the ones that are like.
Yeah.
To like reach his cup.
Reacher grabber.
Yeah, it's a reacher grabber.
Oh,
He
yeah,
reacher
yeah.
grabs his cup, and then he's able to just kind of do like, and just like dribbles down his mouth.
But yeah, Deadeye pulls out a cigar and puts it in his mouth, and he takes one of the matches out and he lights it across his wrist thing and lights it. And as he's lighting it and doing like that kind of like, he sub vocals, "You sure this ain't the guy that ate David Rump?" He takes out the match. and he sits
Your
there.
crass joke was duly noted. I don't like crass jokes, not at my expense. It will stop now, immediately.
That's what you think, pal.
So, all right. So,
Did you not antagonize Johnson already, man?
He just smiles.
I have all the jobs. I can give you lots of jobs. I'm gonna have the best job. You're gonna love it.
A plot point for being the best DM ever.
Yes, you get a
Thank
plus
you.
one for
Thank you. So, all right. Oh, by the way, all of you get 3 plot points, with the exception of Bobby. Bobby gets 0. He'll get more later.
that.
Welcome.
Thanks, I feel so welcome.
You're gonna start off with plenty more, way more than everybody else. So don't worry.
No, I
So he's gonna say so. All right. So listen, if you guys are ready, I can have you guys on a flight by tomorrow. I actually need a team to meet up with a contact of mine and get started.
Okay.
Do.
All
What's
right.
the job about?
Well, that is going to be yours to find out when you get off the plane, but I've booked a flight to Columbia, South Carolina.
So you're
Wait.
telling all of us that you're gonna send us on a flight halfway across Actually, kind of like all the way across the country, and expect us to just be okay with not knowing what's gonna happen when we get there.
This is the
You want us to
nature
go
of
to
the
Hillbilly
job.
Town?
Hey. Columbia is actually a very progressive town in the middle of a hillbilly town. Just relax. Stop. There's actually a lot more to Columbia that you do not know.
Real talk.
Yes. Actually, my contact that you will be meeting in Columbia, South Carolina, is a fantastic tour guide. He'll be able to give you all of the pointers.
And we're just supposed to trust you.
Yeah, how do you know you're not, how do we know you're not gonna just like make the plane dive into the, out of the sky while we're on our way there?
Whoa, hey, listen, guys. This is... You guys have a lot of trust issues here.
We're shadow runners.
Do you
Trust
believe
is
us?
stupid.
And I'm a fixer. Look, our relationship is built on starting with trust. We have to start implicitly trusting. I have no doubt that if I wanted to crash your plane, that you guys can escape with your life. So, just trust me, and if I don't crash your plane, then you know it's all good. And then if you do your job well, and I pay you, then you know it's all good.
Turbo shrugs and says, "Sounds good to me."
So before I get on any plane, how much can I expect to be paid for this?
Well, that's going to depend on the nature of the job.
All right.
And
Once you're there...
do you know about the job at all, or are we meeting up with somebody?
Currently, I do not. Because out of character, the audience will be deciding after Bobby builds his character. So,
Let it go. Let this one go.
Yeah, let it go.
how about actually, you know what? These are actually very good questions. I feel like he would know the answer. So let me contact my people. And we're gonna go ahead and we're just gonna switch right over to Bobby's character creation time. Yeah.
Yeah, where's the game show music?
Yeah, I don't have game show music, but I could say this. This would be a good song for it. So, I'm going to set a countdown timer on top of Bobby that has 20 minutes on it.
Dun dun dun.
And you already have kind of a half-built character. So really, it's just kind of rounding them out with audience suggestions. So, 20 minutes starts now. All right.
So I guess you want me to give the rundown of what I've got so far?
Absolutely.
All right. So the character I'm bringing to the table is going to be he's a mage. He's an academic. He's like straight out of academia. Probably my thought was that he's kind of like never done anything in the shadows before. It might even be that he's being hired in a consulting level or something like that. Like he's not really a Shadowrunner, because one of the kind of like dispositions I had for him was that he doesn't really know anything about crime or Shadowrunning.
Nice.
Except for maybe what he's seen in TV or heard students talk about, because he's a professor. And in thaumaturgical arts, he graduated from MIT and he graduated from MIT and he had a teaching position there, and the other things to know about this guy, and then we can kind of, I guess, get some feedback from the audience, by the way, to give you guys a heads up so you can start thinking about it. I haven't written any cues for this guy. That's one thing I definitely want to get suggestions from you guys about. But he's not like an unlikable guy, but he definitely gets frustrated at having to explain like complicated, arcane things to people, or he doesn't want to dumb it down, and he's just like, this is how it is, and if I explain it in a simple way, it's really going to gloss over the important details, you know? And also, he's kind of like a natural born teacher / learner, so he loves to explain everything, and he knows tons of trivia, and he just wants you to, like, it's like, oh, did you know this is really interesting, there's a story about this, blah 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 blah, you know. So
Okay.
he loves to do that kind of thing.
So let's
So how
start.
old is he?
I don't know. He's definitely
Okay.
taught. He's a professor, so he could. I don't.
Upwards of 30.
Maybe you guys want him to be young. Maybe you guys want him to be old. I don't really care.
I guess
Okay.
that's the first question.
Your meta type. You're a human.
Human, yes.
Okay. And you emerged. You did your attributes, condition monitor, skill points. Are you missing any skills? Oh yeah, you're college educated, right? You took a couple of extra knowledge points.
Yes. So a couple of hard things that I guess I'll need. He does have conjuring, sorcery, and astral combat, and he's got the history and knowledge skill. But he is college educated. That's one of his qualities. So I need 2 more knowledge skills that he has, and also I have 2 more skill points to put in another skill. I was thinking, con, isn't that just encompasses all social skills now?
You know, no, because there's intimidation, there's negotiation, and there's disguise. Which I
Well, I
find it
guess-
funny that disguise is separate from con, but
I
Whatever.
guess what I mean when I say all social skills is I mean like I guess I'm thinking like etiquette and
Yes.
the more like not skeevy, nefarious social skills.
yeah, etiquette definitely falls under con now. Because I mean,
So
most of the time you're using etiquette, but I mean, most of the time you're using etiquette to try and get through, and blend in. So it's you're still conning
True.
somebody.
it's true. That does make sense. So I was thinking that, or like biotech, some kind of like smartsy, logic-based skill is what I was thinking. But
So audience, we need some knowledge skills.
yeah, already
Uh,
knows a lot of history.
mhm.
Rats suggested 54 for the age.
That's the only suggestion so far.
Yeah, we need more suggestions, people.
Chemistry knowledge.
So unless we get more that people want to see, then
Yeah,
I
we'll
might
start
be
filling
going
them in.
with that. Chemistry sounds good. I'll take chemistry.
All right, thank you, Dan.
Good, you can blow stuff
Good
up.
job, Dan. On top of it.
DJKW418. For those who do not know who Dan is, we know Dan. We know Dan.
We know Dan. And we know where
It's
he
my
lives.
disparaging Dan look. Okay, how about I'm trying to think of like another fun knowledge skill. You could do film. Film was the first thing that popped in my head. That's because I'm a film major.
What is
Metaplanar, metaplanar studies, parabiology.
Parabiology, I like
That's a
that.
pretty cool one.
What if it's kind of it's like not quite knowledge criminal, but like the way he thinks whenever someone tries to explain criminal activities to him, he's like, oh, so like when the college kids kind of do the weird thing when they misbehave, you know what I mean? And we're like, no, we mean when they kill people.
That's kind of how I was going to play him, sort of. Anyway, parabiology I think would suit well. I like that one. Let's go with parabiology. Or
That's
You
pretty
know.
good.
Cool.
Some
If I
very
remember
specific-
rightly, that's like knowledge of magic creatures.
yeah, like
Yeah.
awaken biology.
And I would count any plants if we run across any astral potato plants of some kind. That would go under parabiology. No more
Good job,
potatoes. None. We will not
No more
accept
potato.
potato. Give
Um,
yourself a plot point, by the way. Hope you're keeping track of those. So you took 2 suggestions so far from the audience.
Thank you for reminding me. So yeah, I will also need an extra spell, or I could convert the extra points that I have to 2 extra points to edge. But I was thinking like armor or confusion. The spells that I have right now are clairvoyance, stunbolt, heal, and analyze truth. But
I don't have a problem
I
with those.
definitely need cues. Cues is a big thing. Give me
Cues.
things to cue,
Yeah,
and I need
for
a
the most
negative
part,
quality.
a negative
negative
quality. So I have when we ran the prototype, Bobby, I converted all of my current cast of characters from my SR5 into an anarchy, and I had to make up a bunch of rules. And one of the things that I took was the "Did you call me dumb" quality. Did you just call me dumb quality, which I'm sure you've heard of from
Yeah.
SR5. I think that would be a good one. And what it is for every social test, you always have to roll a glitch die. It can roll an exploit, but you always you always get like a free glitch die on your social tests. So you
I
can
actually
bungle
really
it.
like that. I really like that. I think I want to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you mentioned it just now, I was like, oh my god, that would fit you so well. I didn't even think of it until just now. So that takes care of that.
I had a couple cues that might work. I don't know if you want just audience suggestion or if you think
Well,
that
I
like
have-
us sort of.
I mean, we
Like,
should be
on my
pitching it
sheet
as well.
also.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I
got to
think-
pick up the audience's slack.
I think one good one would either be like, "You're lucky I'm not testing you on this,"
Oh,
Or-
that's so
or-
awesome!
or "Don't you read?"
Both of those, yeah. I also
Uh,
took well, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
actually-
that's a good one. Good job, Dan.
all right.
Do I get plot points for my suggestions?
No,
Do
No,
I
you
get
don't.
raffle tickets for my suggestions?
you get
No hacker.
nothing. You get the satisfaction of being on this awesome show.
Yes, master.
Sorry, Alice.
I'll keep doing the funny.
I could explain it to you, Sai.
I could explain it to you.
Disparaging Sai.
Maybe something like that's a common misconception, or that's what most
Yeah, yeah,
people
yeah.
think.
Something
Or-
about literacy.
You need to go
and
back to sleep,
like,
yeah.
do you even read? Oh, no, it's not kind of like. Never mind. I think you already said like, do you even read?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bobby, did you take I could explain it to you, Sai?
Yes.
Okay. So thank you, Rat.
I'm also
That's a raffle
thinking
ticket.
that's what most people think, but
Nice.
kind of
I love-
sometimes with well, actually.
Ooh, chin stroke. Especially
This
with your beard,
chin-
that would be awesome.
This
Oh,
could
yeah,
get
yeah,
me
yeah.
tenure.
Yeah, this blank could give me tenure.
What was that about tenure?
This could
Sage
get me
said this blank could get me tenure.
You could just
As
you
a
could just
quote,
say this
thank you.
could get me tenure. You don't need to put a
Yeah.
blank, but
I like that a lot. I'm gonna slightly modify it to be no. I'm gonna keep it that way.
all right, Earl Sage. Thank you. If
What's up,
you're
Sage?
already at your maximum of 5 plot points, start dropping them into Edge. You have free Edge. Because we love you, Bobby. Thank you for
Do you
being
have any
here.
music playing on the Roll20?
I do.
Let me see.
It's quiet.
All right.
Oh,
How
it's
many
very
cues do you
quiet.
have now?
You said something
Turn
about
your-
edge.
Yes.
Yeah, I wanted it.
If you're maxed out, start dropping it at edge.
And once you hit
Excellent.
that max, then stop it. All right, cool. Then, how many cues do you have total now?
I've got 4 more slots for cues. I did take the chin stroke, by the way, from that's
Okay.
a great one.
Yeah, Dan.
Yeah.
Perfect. Done. Thank you, Dan. All right, cool. So now that you have 6, 7 cues, our house rule is that when you use 5 of them, you can just basically mark them off. I used it.
Mhm.
Sweet. And then once you have 5, you replenish an edge
Excellent.
to get them going, get them used.
Once you have 5,
Yes.
so it's no longer like once you have all of them checked off.
Yeah, because we don't even have 10 right now.
Yeah.
I think
Thank
everybody
you,
has at
because
least 5.
cues are very hard to use.
They are.
Weapons. Yeah, I remember you only having 1 weapon right now.
Yeah, it's he has a stun baton. Actually, I'm gonna call it just a stun baton because I had a different idea for that wand. I was calling it a stun wand, like it was shaped like a.
Like a Harry
But
Potter
here's
wand?
the thing. Yeah, he does have a wand, but he has this. You might have seen on my sheet. He carries a leather satchel, and it's his bag of magical doodads.
Uh-huh.
And what it is anytime he casts a spell or does anything magical, he has this contraption that he uses with it, or some item that he associates with it. It doesn't give him any benefit, and but he does it. So if he casts the stun bolt, he uses his wand, or he's got this spyglass made out of a strap of leather and 2 crystal ball-looking things that he assembles anytime he uses his clairvoyance spell, or that he looks through. And if he's healing someone, he like has these crystals that he has to like assemble on the person's body or around them.
I love it.
Love it.
I love it.
Very neat.
Perfection. Yes, he heals. Ladies and
Yes, I
gentlemen.
have a heals.
Hooray!
But I don't-
Yay! That's for ourselves.
I don't have a second weapon, like a ranged weapon, and I also need a fourth piece of gear. I have lodge materials, and I have a car, but I'm not tied to it. If people come up with some good gear suggestions.
Now, when you say stun baton, is that like a stick with electricity, or is that like a telescope baton that folds out of the handle?
Well, my original idea was that it was a wand that would
Yeah.
telescope. So.
Oh, so it does telescope? Okay,
Yeah.
because I was gonna say for your gear, if you couldn't find anything, one of those pointers that you extend and like point at like boards, you could use your telescope baton for that. Point at things.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
a great idea. I'm gonna.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yes. Rats has a suggestion for a walking cane with a sword or a gun in it, or both.
Ooh.
Or both.
Ooh.
I'll let you have one.
Gun sword.
I'll take the gun. He can't use either. I mean, he can use them, but he's not skilled. So, well, no, I'll take the gun. He wouldn't probably use a sword on anybody because he doesn't want to hurt people per se.
Okay. So you have a cane gun.
Sure. Yeah.
Stats for that are. I
Cane
actually
umbrella,
have a
or
bunch of
like
stuff listed in the journal. If you want to check that out under character creation, I'll show you weapons. So let's see.
Maybe it's a dart gun. Maybe it shoots darts.
Ooh, I like it. Sophisticated. Doesn't necessarily just knock him out or kill him, I should say.
So
Yeah.
you could make one of his dispositions pacifist?
Yes. I would
Or,
count that as
yeah,
one.
like anti-violent or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's not anti-violence, but he does not like, you know,
Murder.
he doesn't like to do it.
Distaste for violence.
There are more sophisticated ways to, resolve conflict with your
That should be a
adversaries.
Q.
Hmm.
That should be a Q.
Yeah.
That's good cue.
That's a good one, you're right.
Or a disposition.
There are
whichever
more
one.
there are more sophisticated ways to blank.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's a really good one.
There, the trank pistol. We'll just use those same kind of stats there. So it's
Sure.
6 stun. Okay at close range, -4 at near, and far you cannot use.
Okay. What's left? Contact?
Yes. Yes, you need contacts.
The good student.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
The piece of gear, the dictation machine, voice recorder.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
the
fun.
a stenographer.
A stenographer's a person.
Oh, I thought you were looking for contacts.
Oh no. He's Rats.
Oh, I was reading it, okay.
Rats said voice recorder. Yeah. A smart monocle.
That's actually not a bad
Ooh.
smart monocle.
Yeah,
you could-
except use the same properties as something like goggles.
You know the thing about it is though, I would say unless it's like, right now everyone's under the assumption that they have the ability they have some kind of AR overlay. So if for right now you have a smart monocle, just assume that your character has it, like just flavor wise. If you want it to have certain other abilities like thermographic vision or night vision or whatever, then I would say put that in gear.
He probably wouldn't. I can't see him doing that. So
Okay.
he's very naive to the world of crime. Remember, he has no use for that.
So should we write down rats as a raffle ticket for the smart monocle?
Yes, I took the voice recorder, definitely.
Thank you.
He'd probably have that in his pocket, like he's got to keep notes. So
Oh.
he just has that with him anyway.
Alright.
You know,
So now you need
Note to
you need contacts. I like the good student idea. It's kind of like a researcher that you have on the side, like just like a peon you can send off. To do
yeah,
stuff.
like a student research assistant.
yeah,
Yeah.
total
The
kiss
one
ass.
who actually listened during your lectures.
Total kiss ass, wants to be you.
Oh yeah.
You're my hero.
The one person you've ever met that wants to be you.
The one that holds all the folders in front of him with both hands. Like,
Yeah.
oh, hello. Do you need me to do some more research for you? Oh, yes. Yeah.
Perfection. And then, did you still need a second contact, right?
Yeah, and you know what? It probably, I don't know if you already have an idea of how he gets incorporated into the group, but it might make sense to have some sort of underworld connection.
Yeah, because right now it sounds like they're going to be meeting up with you. So you know something, or you're going to put them on a job and you're coming along, or something is going to happen there. So, yeah. Well, you know what? We're going to Columbia, South Carolina. Who would you know from your actual play that would kind of fit that bill?
It might make sense that he knows the head of the former university area, Rudolph. He's sort of a community leader in a sort of underworld connected area.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and he would
he's
really be like the only one. He would be the only person from that horseshoe kind of area that he would even know, because since he seems to be like college educated, hoity-toity, he probably has a good position in life anyway. So why would he need anybody except Rudolph? So that makes sense.
Yeah.
For those of you watching at home that don't know what the hell we're talking about, Bobby actually, his actual play is set in his hometown of Columbia, South Carolina, and he's created a world with the help of his patrons on Patreon. And yeah, so we're actually cross-melding ourselves into his universe, and everything that we do, including blowing up the entire city, is canon.
I'm so sorry, by the way, that I called it a hillbilly town. I don't even know what it's like.
It's in South Carolina. It was a fair assumption to make.
What year, Bobby, is your actual play? Does your actual play take place?
2078.
2078.
Okay.
Oh,
We're in 2077. Currently.
Yeah, we're 1 year behind.
By the way, we have 30 seconds left on your character creation countdown, so we hit it right on the head. Is there anything left that you need to...
I just need a spell. Armor. How about you pick one? Armor or confusion?
I think confusion would be really good because it's literally just him speaking about whatever subject he knows.
Nice.
I feel like that suits him more, for sure.
Yeah.
I like that.
We're like, damn, your magic's pretty good. And he's like, magic? What? I was just...
Spelling ability. Mystic Babble.
Perfect.
Did you see
Chat group agrees.
Time is up.
In the chat that said note to self would be a great condescending cue.
Yeah.
I did take that one. I didn't want to interrupt whoever was talking at the time, but I did take that one. So whoever suggested that.
Please do interrupt, because otherwise we miss it entirely.
So good job, Rats, on another cue, and good job on winning the raffle tonight. Rats is a magnificent.
And you know what? The entire chat agrees with us on confusion. It seems so. We made the right choice. Mystic Babble.
Seems perfect for him.
Perfect. So now that that's done, we need to find out what our job is. So the way that we work is we do the tag system, which is kind of like tags on a blog post. So basically, just throw out the audience is going to throw out a bunch of keywords. We're going to select, and somehow we're going to string them together into a run. So,
meaning Oz is going to somehow.
I'm going to string them together into a run. So.
Hashtag trigger warning.
Play some music. We need keywords. Commence.
Keywords such as names of big corporations, names of certain mafias, names of species?
Themes.
I mean, themes.
Trope.
Themes. It's wet work, information stealing, that kind of stuff.
Like, yeah.
So tell us a little more about, maybe you can give us like kind of a Sunday school version of what Columbia, South Carolina is like to kind of help our audience.
Columbia, South Carolina has 3 main AAA megacorporations that exist there. That's Saeder Krupp, and as well as Horizon and Evo. That doesn't mean others aren't trying to nudge their way in, but those are the 3 that are established there. The landscape is the history of Columbia, South Carolina is kind of like dominated by a tragic history of trying to be more than it is and being, failing at every turn for sometimes at faults of his own, sometimes not. But it's always trying to become a technical thing. You were correct. It is a sort of a liberal bastion in a very conservative South. So there's a lot of there's a lot of like cultural clash going on there. A lot of racism dominates in Columbia, South Carolina. It's the Humanis Poly Club, while in the rest of the world and the rest of the country or the rest of North America has kind of, been pushed aside and people don't take it seriously most of the time. In Columbia, it's kind of the status quo. Politicians and big people and leaders in the city are very unabashedly, humanist. So those are the big themes.
All right. Well, we're actually starting off with experimental cyber surgery device. That's coming from Brad.
Nice. You don't want to try out friendship bracelets? Racist gang.
Racist gang. Feels like that's yep. Racism.
Well,
Racist gang. Fine. We'll go racist gang.
Are you guys ready for
yoink.
the night?
That's racist gang. Guys, come on.
We got to think about the fact that I guess that my character, who we never decided on a name for, by the way.
Oh, you have a name?
Oh.
We need name suggestions.
Can I please request a name that has 3 names that have to be said all the time? Like Neil deGrasse Tyson.
The third
Like,
one.
he has to have all 3 names said.
I agree
like
with
that.
that. I agree.
I feel like he would insist on being called Doctor or something. He earned
Yeah, doctor
his
something.
Professor?
Doctor something PhD.
THD. He's got a doctorate in thaumaturgy.
Oh, that's right. THD.
THD.
Well, actually,
It's a THD.
It's a thing.
not that you would know anything about it.
Well, most people think it's a PhD.
Let's see. So experimental cyber surgery device, racist gang. So we're looking kind of like in the Humanis or Alamos 2000 area. How about, let's see, who would... I kind of want to play around with
Sabotage.
sabotage.
We did that last time.
Fun.
Well, we did,
No,
no, we
that
did frame
was-
job.
That was frame job. Sabotage would be to, like, I would say break something, obviously. But it is close.
Lionel?
It is close to frame job.
Dr. Lionel Miles Kroner.
PMK.
Ooh.
Dr. PMK.
Oh, if only if it was like TPK, like that was his...
Oh.
Foreshadowing.
Tyler Preston Kroner. TPK.
Yeah.
My name's Dr. TPK. What?
I think, let's see. I think I just need one more keyword, and I could probably string something together here. Start cyber surgery device. Racist gang. Sabotage.
Gang
And-
war.
Gang war. Over an experimental cyber surgery device. I'm gonna say, if I had to throw something in, strange glyphs,
College
delivery.
students.
Delivery.
Hmm.
Sabotage
the
delivery.
best one, I think.
I like delivery. We're taking delivery. Thank
Okay,
you,
good.
Spirit of Nirn.
Good job, Sarah. A third
Third
party.
party's interested. Flying factory. What?
Flying factory.
Yeah,
Is
dude.
it? This isn't steampunk. It's cyberpunk. Yeah.
Is this Princess Mononoke.
Do they make flying here?
Princess Mononoke. That's how you speak.
And mysterious third-party interest. Okay. God,
I'm scared.
so many plot points. Shit.
Should be.
Okay.
we're-
Ashthorn.
We're going up against racists, and only 2 of us are humans. So this is going to be interesting.
Yes. All right. So
Well,
we
don't
have.
even know what we don't even know what race the racists even are. So they could hate humans.
All right. Thank you, Sage. All right. So we have experimental cyber surgery device, racist gang, sabotage, delivery, and third-party interest. So going back to the scene with David Rump.
Hey, alright, listen, this is what I know so far about the job. You are going to be intercepting a delivery of an experimental cyber surgery device mid-transit, and you're going to need to sabotage it and get off and make it happen, make it as though nothing happened. No one can detect this sabotage.
That is all that he offers you on this job. So we still have a couple of tags here that haven't come up yet. The best
You're
one.
wanting us to intercept something without letting them know we intercepted it?
Yes, you need to... The only time, the weakest point of entry to get to this cyber surgery device is while it is in mid-transit. And in order to sabotage it, you will need to do it while it's in mid-transit. Do you understand what I am saying?
Get your tiny hands out of my face. All
These
right?
aren't in
Let's
your
get
face.
that
These
straight.
are at least 3 meters away from your face.
They're so tiny, it feels like they're in my eyes.
Listen, I don't need your sass. As I said, the sass stops now, or I will degrade your pay rate, sir.
He just
that's
like,
the-
I'm trying to show you respect. I am trying to show you. I'm trying to give you a job. I have all the jobs. I have all the respect. I expect the same back.
Yo, man, don't be jinxing our payday. Knock it
I
off.
ain't jinxing nothing.
Well, negotiate or something.
All right.
Yeah, speaking of payday,
Speaking of
what
payday,
are you offering for this?
real quick before I get into that, what's your name finally going to be, Bobby?
Oh yeah, that's a
Your
thing.
character name.
My name, I have decided Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner.
He did it. Oh god.
Oh boy.
Can
It's gonna
rats get a
bleed
ticket
over.
for picking corner?
This is literally bleeding over. So hold on, let me see if I can change the font size.
TPK. Dr. TPK.
Oh no.
Can I get the name of this other contact? Preferably his title and then initials. Just so we can, get a better understanding of...
You're meeting up with a Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner. Please make sure that you use his entire name all the time. He does not like being called anything less or anything more.
What about Tad?
No.
I think I'll just call him Doc.
Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner. Say that 3
Can't
times
wait
fast.
to meet Doc.
Get used to it. All right. So, assuming everything is good, we're looking at around, and this is not including your flight fare. All of that is covered by me. We're looking at a 6,000 new yen pay, which will equate to 3 karma. Would you like to roll negotiation?
How's about you get us 4 karma, or whatever would equate to that in actual
8,000.
new yen?
8,000.
All right.
8,000 sounds just about right for this kind of job.
All right. Go ahead and roll your negotiation.
Yeah, let me just look over this here. There we are. All right.
This is the thing
6
about making
successes.
the thing about making a Trump-like character is I'm gonna roll a lot of dice. Okay.
8,000.
Oh, the best dice.
It looks at you and says, "All right, look. You drive a hard bargain. I like that you speak your mind. I like you don't give a shit about anything. And you know what? I think that we need to start off on the right foot. I don't care if you don't like my tiny hands. I don't care if I don't like your sass. Point being, we're going to go ahead. I'll play ball. 8,000. We're set."
Starting to like this guy right here. Him and his tiny hands.
Mutual respect. That's what it's all about.
Mutual disrespect is my kind of thing.
Perfect. So you're going to go on a plane ride, too. Like, you have the map, the little cartoon map, flying across. And
Travel by map.
Yes, and you end up in Columbia, South Carolina. So, before we begin, Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner, tell me, what are you doing currently, right now, as you know that a Shadowrunner team is approaching you as we speak for this job?
Well, not one to neglect his research and studies. He's probably reviewing the last section on a paper he's about to send to the journal Nature, the prestigious science journal, and asking his assistant, his research assistant.
You're gonna have to name her. Yeah, right on the spot.
His research
Veronica.
assistant, Claire, to get him his. Excuse me, Claire, please. I have a meeting I'm going to soon, and I need to put the final touches on this. I've got to, organize some names, and my name needs to be first on the author list. And for some reason, some grad student's name was put first, and I need you to grab my thing for me.
Oh, of course, sir. She just kind of like hurriedly arranges everything, grabs it, and says, "Okay, well, what is there a deadline, sir?"
Yes, right. I'll take it now.
Yes. Okay, perfect. I will be right back, sir. And she scampers out of your room. And she comes back and says, "Oh, yes." She comes back. She like leans into the doorway and says, "Oh, by the way, your 5 o'clock is here."
Thank you very much. You can send them into my office.
Okay. Are you sure you want them in your office? Because they don't seem like the usual foe.
Claire, please get my things.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry, sir. Okay. And she scampers out, and pretty soon all of you reunite in Thaddeus Kroner's office. Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner's office.
Okay, I want
You
to know
did-
what
right.
does it look like? Like, what's on the walls?
Well, there's a lot of bookshelves, and the books have ancient magical tomes, books being not as useful in the Sixth World as they once were. There's nowhere to sit. There's one seat across, but there's also a couch that's next to the wall, but it's filled with papers. It's actually kind of messy in his office, and on the wall are posters of like old maps with runes drawn on them and lines and strange archaic designs that don't seem to make any sense. And he's Dr. Kroner is pretty well put together himself, and he's always got when you walk in, he's looking down at his terminal and typing away at the air with a furrowed brow. And he had just pulled up a recorder and said, note to self, Claire needs to be sent to organizational training classes.
Okay, so Turbo's gonna walk in and she's
cute.
chewing gum, and
Oh,
she
no.
looks at the wall and she sees one of the posters and she pulls it off the wall and just kind of looks at it, kind of like
Excuse me. I'm not sure you know what you're. Just put it back on the wall. It's very important research that I'm in the middle of doing, and if you mess any of it up, there could be dire consequences for the state of magical research in the world. And he looks very serious.
Turbo's kind of taken aback and goes, yeah, whatever. And then she takes her gum and puts it on the wall, and then sticks the poster onto the wall with the gum.
You can get a plot point for that, Scrim.
Thanks.
Turbo.
He's he kind of like loosens his shoulders a little bit, and he kind of thinks to himself, okay, we're gonna get through this. And he says, I'm not sure if you know, but how much you know about magical things, but the placement and the order of things is very, very important, much more important than in mundane life.
Turbo looks at the couch covered in papers and says, "Yeah, I can see that."
I'm glad you understand. Not a lot of people do.
So, if you guys were to kind of like physically describe like what you look like coming to meet on this, I assume you're a professor at Benedict College? Or
Yes.
yeah, we're gonna say yes, yes, and so, what do you guys dress like when you go to a college campus to meet a professor for a Shadowrun job?
Exactly the same.
Exactly the same.
So, Deadeye comes in. He's got two big old revolvers on his sides. Somewhat covered by a jacket, but if you pay close enough attention, you know exactly what's going on. Because he looks exactly like he walked out of one of those really old, like, Western trids. And he walks in, and he's got this it looks more like a cape than a poncho because it's a bit short. He has it kind of covering his arms, and it goes behind him, and it's kind of tattered, and he's got these big, long boots up to his knees. And, like, you swear, you don't see any, but you swear you hear spurs whenever he walks. You think maybe you're just kind of, like, you're kind of projecting because you think there needs to be that sound there. Or he may have some sort of audio implement into his boots that make it so there's spur sounds. But yeah, he comes in gripping his big old belt that says, and I'm taking this from a video game, it just says BAMF, just BAMF in gold letters.
Absolutely.
He just walks on in and he's like, "Sweetheart, I think what the man's saying is, don't touch his stuff. Can't just walk into someone's office and start fiddling with all their... Get the gum off the wall, please."
Turbo looks at him, gives him the finger, and says, "Don't call me fucking sweetheart." And like
Right.
maintains eye contact.
He kind of just like raises a brow and he's like, "Turbo, badass, could you get the wall and the gum away from each other, please? It's really rude of you. Now don't give me that look." Turbo, I was telling you about all this social awkwardness you got going on. It's
Okay.
kind of weird. She's gonna punch him. I can already feel it coming.
Okay. Turbo takes out her katana and looks at it in the eye, pulls the thing off the wall, and then sort of scrapes the gum off with her katana, and then puts it back in her mouth off the edge of the blade.
Thank you very much, Turbo.
And then she sits on like a stack of papers that's on the couch and just keeps chewing her gum. Oh, by the way, she has those devil horns that she stole from the stripper last time.
Okay,
Yeah, good.
perfect. And what's Bitstorm doing?
She's a pretty quiet person. She just she has to duck underneath the door a little bit to get in without hitting her head. And she's wearing a leather jacket as well as leather pants, combat boots. And as she's watching this whole thing go on, she just like rolls her eyes and just kind of goes off to the corner like, people are like ridiculous.
Perfect. So I think right now is a good time to discuss the job and to start doing legwork. Now, I'm going to say that Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner happens to know something a little additional about this job.
Ooh.
I want to spend a plot point to say that he himself is the third-party interest.
Ooh.
Bum, bum, bum. You need to get that sound effect in here. That or the Inception, like.
Wah.
Oh, that's genius.
So
Love it.
now if he's the third party interest, that means that we have to set up 2 other people, right? Or does that mean it's just
No,
one?
just one other.
Just one other? That's
Yeah,
funny
so
that they
first
call it
party
third
could
party
be
interest.
us. Yeah.
Third party
I
is
guess,
just
yeah, we're
because it's like.
interested.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like not the main party, so it just means there's another party involved.
Okay. So so in this case, we're going to talk about who this experimental cyber surgery device belongs to.
All right, are we taking suggestions for this part?
I don't know. I think Bobby can handle this one. You know
So
your
the 3
you know your vibe.
corporations in the area of Saeder Krupp and
Saeder Krupp, Horizon, and Evo, and then you also have, and this is from some studying I've done, you have Blue Data, which is information stuff. Blue Cross, which is your insurance company. Is Universal Omnitech still around?
Yes, they are.
Okay. And I believe that is everything.
And Universal Omnitech does a lot of BioWare stuff, so. But this is a cyber tech bracelet, right? So why
It is
would
now.
why would the professor be interested in cyberware? Clearly he's studying interactions between cyberware and essence magic.
Talk it out. Just start explaining.
Yeah.
Just start blurbing stuff out, and something will happen.
maybe
Alright.
supposedly it claims to actually enhance magical capabilities.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll with it. So he says, you guys are my 5 o'clock. Claire, she said you're the 5 o'clock. You're that 5 o'clock. Okay. He kind of clears a space off on his desk. For no other reason than, for show, I guess. He doesn't put anything up there. And he kind of leans forward and he says, do you mind closing the door?
Deadeye, without moving a muscle except for his leg, leans over and closes the door behind him with just his leg, and he's just keeps looking at him.
He's like once he realizes the 5 o'clock that you truly are, he gets a little bit more attentive and in a little bit of a better mood. Dr. Thaddeus Kroner says, he says, I like this guy. Points to Deadeye and says, so you're going for the whole cowboy thing, right?
Going for? I like to say pulling off.
Yeah.
Yeah, he
pulls out-
ruffles cattle on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He pulls out a cigar and then looks down and he kind of looks at the doctor like, can I smoke? He doesn't say it though.
He reaches back and opens a window. Go for it. Did you know that originally, while cowboys do have a reputation for being gun-toting, gunslinging people, they were actually originally animal herders, cattle in particular. You might not know that. But I digress. I need your help. Do you actually call yourselves Shadowrunners? Is that like a thing that you actually say, or is that just?
Turbo kind of can't really believe the question and hesitates for a second and goes, yeah? Yeah.
I just want to use the wrong word, like I don't want to offend or anything. Like maybe you're professionals or something. I don't know. Anyway, I needed some people to help me run an errand. There's a competing organization nearby. You may have heard of them. They are Saeder Krupp, SK. They're a corporation here in town, and they delve into magical research. And as you might be able to tell, I'm interested in magical research myself. Now, one thing, they claim to have developed a device. It's a cyber technological device. You're familiar with how cyber technology works, correct? It's a mechanical technological devices that interface with the neurology of the body, and perform all sorts of amazing feats. I'm sure you're familiar with the details.
Turbo's cyber eyes have totally glazed over.
I'm sorry, can we get to the point, please?
Yes.
We don't pay by the hour.
Well, that's good to know. They have a device that they claim. See now, okay, again, I guess I could explain this to you, but how do I?
Doctor,
So
in this particular crowd, you have to use small words and go really slow.
well, the thing is that the details about how etheric energies interface with the world around it, it's very complicated, and leaving out those kinds of details, it kind of doesn't do justice to what's going on. Anyway, the point is that they claim to have found a way to interface technology with the mana sphere that encompasses all of us, and in a non-intrusive way. So I would like to find out how that's done, because up until now that has not been possible. Anytime that you do install something, then a part of your essence is lost, and look, I've actually got a textbook here if you'd like to. And he reaches back, and
No.
I don't, you know what?
Bedstorm will reach out for it.
I've got an electronic copy. I'll just send it. He sends it, like he swipes it over in AR to all of your comm links. He says, just that one's, I actually wrote that, so there's no legality issues with me giving it to you for free. So
It goes.
Oh, great.
It goes, swipes across the AR and then goes right into the recycle bin. He's like, I'll be
You
sure to
guys
give
are
it a
butthole.
thumb through. We're shadow runners. We don't need brains.
it says, now the point.
Famous
So
last
I would
words.
like to have this device to be able to do research on, to find out whether or not. But the thing is, we cannot. We can't make it look like this ever actually. I'd like to be able to get designs and whatnot, and it'd be good if they actually received the device afterwards, after we get it, and
I see.
it just didn't work. Kind of throw them off the trail, you know what I mean? Like sabotage it in a way, so that they receive it and it doesn't work. But if it does work, I'll know about it, and I'll be able to, this kind of thing could advance my research, and this could get me tenure, and
So, do you have like another device that you want to switch it out with, or do you want to have it for a few moments, do your thing with it, and then we'll just slip it right
I'm
back
gonna
in?
need to definitely have a look at it, and I've got we're gonna have to take a look at it.
Okay.
So,
How long do you need to look at it? 5 minutes? 5 hours?
Well, I don't know much about this kind of stuff,
Okay.
so I don't know what is required to be able to duplicate it.
Okay.
So I'm going to spend the plot point. Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner knows that he has no idea how long it's going to take to sabotage the item. It might involve a lot of complicated stuff that only he would be able to do. So he needs to be escorted there, and he needs to be protected for however long it takes mid-transit.
Okay. So I say, now, if this does interface properly, and I'm able to observe the astral energies in action around and within, or perhaps even whatever it's doing, I'm gonna have to be able to observe it. I've got a device here that can record astral images. That's a thing that actually exists.
Awesome.
You can spend a plot point to actually make that legit.
Sure, I will. I mean, it's a real thing that actually exists, but the plot point
Brand new technology.
would be needed to make sure that he has one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So I'm going to need to be able to record what's going on at the time in order to duplicate it later. So I will need to go with you.
I don't see a problem with that.
Because I'll also
So-
need to manipulate and understand how this works. And there's nobody more qualified than me to do that,
Of
unfortunately.
course not. Yeah. So
You know,
go ahead.
what this thing's being transported with?
Leave it to the audience. Audience,
Oh dear.
what is this experimental cyber surgery device being transported in?
Yeah.
Also, if Thaddeus is paying attention at all, he notices that Deadeye, whenever he mentions the astral plane or like astral magic, he notices that Deadeye kind of clicks back into like less glazed over, like he kind of knows what he's talking about, and it kind of makes him think that he's not just a Rudy Tooty point and shooty. But that seems to be his whole motif anyway.
Turbo the entire time is completely glazed over and not paying any attention. And she kind of snaps back in the end and says, wait, so how is it being transported?
Is she drooling, by the way?
Oh my
She's just
gosh.
like just not even.
All of
Words.
these suggestions are
They're
amazing.
So
great.
good. I hate that I can only pick one.
I know.
A hearse.
What if?
Oh my
Can
god,
I-
horse
can I-
courage.
Can I? I really like high speed train,
Yes.
and I really like armored truck through gang territory. So can we do high speed train through gang territory?
How big is the gang territory?
I also-
Oh my god.
You know what? I have to make snap decisions. One thing I do want to note is I have to give Hearse like an honorary thing. I want to have Hearse is awesome. Like I would love the body that's in the coffin to have the experimental device on it. But then I was like, no, because it's only so cramped, and
Yeah.
I want to give you guys a little more leeway because I'm
Thank
a nice GM.
Hmm.
For now.
I'm sorry. Wait, did that? You want high speed train, huh? Hearse.
I mean, that's fine. I just thought I would
Okay,
combine
wait,
two
you know what?
audience suggestions.
No,
because
you know what?
they're
We're gonna
all
combine-
Very appreciated.
Yes, you know what? I'm going to combine three. I'm going to take. There is a
High-speed hearse.
instead of a hearse, a coffin that is in a high-speed train going through gang territory.
Nice.
So I'm going to give all three of these people raffle tickets.
Nice. So, congratulations
Right.
to
We need this body to get to the funeral now.
Rats for the train, Dan for the hearse, and Ashthorn for the gang territory.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone. You guys are
Yeah.
awesome.
Good work.
Perfect.
I love the idea of a coffin. And like in 2077, are coffins still kind of the same, or are they a lot different? Because I don't think we've ever dealt with a coffin in any of our Shadowrun iterations.
I would
We
say
always just deal with the dead body.
that in Seattle maybe not because there's not a lot of space. In Columbia,
North
there's
Carolina.
probably space. There's probably cemetery space, right?
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah, they have the luxury of space, so yes, they can bury people. The question is, of course, why is there a coffin that's being transported? And that's where the fun is going to begin. So we can.
And you
start
said this
with
was a
the legwork.
bracelet?
Apparently, it is a bracelet form cyber surgery device.
Sounds like it might not be the only thing in the coffin.
I'm going to actually hold on. Do you know? Whatever, you already know. I was gonna say, I'm like, maybe I should use like dramatic irony plot point, or we know, but you don't know, your characters don't know that it's in a coffin, but I'll save it. I like cryo freeze coffin, so we're gonna go ahead and say, you know that a body of an astral, someone who has astral abilities, who's awakened. There we go. That's the term. Has been fitted with the cyber surgery device from Saeder Krupp. For whatever reason, mysterious reason that we'll leave for later, is dead and is being transported to place Y via train for apparently a decent burial. And I have an idea for that. I'm gonna
Sorry, what was that last thing, Oz?
for a burial.
Oh, for a burial.
Yeah, I have an idea for it. I'm not gonna say it just yet because something else might come up.
GM's going this way, and then we just whoa.
So, I think that we have the starts of a good Shadowrun. Let's start with, let's do a little bit of legwork, and then we have about 12 minutes before we hit 10 p.m. and we'll take our midpoint break. Yeah, 5-minute break. So, what do you guys want to research?
Deadeye immediately points to Bitstorm, and he says, "Can you get the train schedule?"
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I said can. I know you can, because I know you. Will you please get the schedule with your amazing brain and all that? See, I'm trying to be nicer, he says as he lights up another cigar, filling this empty office, like this big, like small office, like filled with smoke. I'm being a nicer
Just like
person.
Pog now.
Yeah, the office is now
Turbo wants to know what gangs are being, like, what gangs territory this is going through, and what sort of interaction a high-speed train has with gang territory.
Okay. Real quick, one thing I'm going to say. For your skill, I would say we're going to do a hacking test just to kind of say this is what you are researching, breaking into the train schedule, and finding all of that information.
Okay. Now, hacking, if I remember right, is hacking plus logic?
Yes.
Okay. So, that'll be 10 dice total.
Yes.
Are you fucking kidding me? 3 successes. Oh, that's average.
For a train schedule in Colombia, I think I'm going to roll this many dice. Okay, yeah, you have the schedule. So, the train is leaving at. There's 2 really good options. It leaves at 8 in the morning. It is daytime.
Oh man, I gotta get up early.
You sure you don't want it to leave at 12 p.m.?
That
don't
was
want
my
it to leave
second
at-
choice, and it got edged out by 8 in the morning. This
Sure
is
you
your,
don't want it
this
to
is your
be
one opportunity to get it.
Could be 2 a.m. during the witching hour.
You know what? I mean, part of the I figure part of the security of transporting this thing is that it is in broad daylight. So.
Yeah, good point.
What about when the sun's directly up in the sky, you know? High noon. GM.
Well, you know what? The train is actually going to where is it going? I guess it'll go to the Saeder Krupp. Okay, the train is being delivered from a Saeder Krupp, or rather, the coffin was put on a train from a Saeder Krupp research facility. I don't know if that's a little, whatever. And you notice that this coffin is scheduled to be picked up at the Saeder Krupp building in downtown.
Okay.
For X reason. So it's going to make a stop in downtown. I'm sure there's a train stop in downtown. Why not? And and it's going to then be delivered or picked up and put into the Saeder Krupp building.
Now, Doc, as you can tell, we're not really from around here. And back in Seattle, people are a little open-minded when it comes to the way people look and dress and act, and shadow running is not really rare there. Never really been to North Carolina, South Carolina. So, how's people? Because I know what I look like. If we all were to be out in public, you think people would kind of start freaking out, or maybe they would be fine with it?
I'm sure there won't be too much of a problem. He looks over at I'm still trying to remember everybody's names. The troll.
Oh, Bitstorm.
Bitstorm?
Yeah.
Bitstorm, that's right. Looks at Bitstorm and says, now, she's gonna have a little bit of trouble. Yeah, it depends on the crowd. People don't like different people around here.
And what do you like, Doc?
I like the pursuit of knowledge.
Good answer.
Good man.
I'm also going to say that the train schedule, and Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner would probably know this, that it does go right through Humanis territory. Do they have a territory? I'm sure they do, right?
Their territory is Columbia. There are
Well
more
done.
concentrated areas, yes. There are, yeah.
Yeah. It's going to go through a very
So-
concentrated Humanis area.
Yeah,
Good
unfortunately, our best bet at intercepting this train is kind of in a, I guess I could say a hillbilly part of town.
Oh boy.
All right.
So how do we get on to a speeding train, guys?
Well, it takes a stop in downtown, so I guess we could try and get on as normal passengers. Well, normal passengers. But
Yeah, I think
It's
we'll
actually a
set
cargo
stop.
train. It's a cargo train.
is it a cargo train?
Yeah, people don't.
All right. It makes a stop in downtown, so maybe we can get on without anyone seeing us.
Yeah, I suppose we can sneak on.
And the downtown stop. Okay, so the way that I'm envisioning is, it's going from a facility from, you know what? I want to say outside of the wall of Columbia. Like there would probably be a Saeder Krupp facility somewhere in like that magical mess area, and then
Mhm.
it's going to travel inside into Columbia through the wall, and then once it's in downtown, the train stop is actually inside of the Saeder Krupp building to allow, like in a side thing, but that way the any shipments that are being delivered go straight to the building. There's no chance of intercepting from outside of Saeder Krupp.
So basically, you're saying is unless we actually infiltrated Saeder Krupp, we're not getting on at the stop.
No, you can get on the train. Like the train is going through the town from the facility. Then you have it open. It goes through the wall into Columbia, and then it gets to the Saeder Krupp building. Once it's in the Saeder Krupp building, you're done. Then you're dealing with Saeder Krupp security.
So we have to get on it before it gets to the building. And it doesn't. That's its stop downtown. Is the building?
Yes.
If I understand correctly. Okay.
But it's...
So again, we're gonna have to get on a speeding train. How do we do
Right.
this?
Yeah, how high speed is this? Is it like a bullet train?
Would
Because it's a cargo train, but it's also in 2077.
Right.
So-
I would say it's bullet.
bullet train? No, it's faster. You know what? We'll say it goes at. I mean, it's a cargo train. It has a lot of things. Let's say it goes at like 60 miles per hour.
Okay.
Okay.
And is it kind of like are cargo trains kind of still looking the same as they did? Like obviously updated with the times, but they've got like, is it all one long bullet, or is it like does it have cargo
It would probably
like
be.
sections?
Yeah, it would still be like cargo, like those shipment crates, the big, enormous ones that they hold a bunch of stuff in. So
Cool.
within one of those crates, apparently, is your coffin.
And you wouldn't happen to know which crate that would be, Doc?
Yeah, that's a good question.
No, I don't.
Can I do another check to see if I can get the shipping manifest?
Yes, you're going to have to get into a more restricted access portion of the matrix, since this has to do with Saeder Krupp. So just note that in case you want to pre-edge.
Yeah.
So, Turbo, while Bitstorm looks that up, how good are you with that skateboard? Like, if you had to have a skill in it, what do you think it would be?
I would say, if I had to measure my skill, I would say it's 2.
Plus a bonus die for edge, yes.
Okay.
Okay. You succeed. So, the question was... Remind me, I forgot. I'm busy thinking about that.
Shipping manifest.
Shipping manifest.
Shipping
yeah.
manifest. Yes, you find exactly which. Well, you know what? No, I'm gonna spend a plot point just to make it just a little slightly fun. There are 2 possible crates that it can be in. You don't know which one.
How far apart are they?
One is about a third to the front of the train, or a third from the front, and then the other is 2/3. So you're looking at about let's say an 8 crate distance between the 2.
Ooh, that's pretty spread out. Okay.
Now, the question is, are we gonna try and hit this thing before it gets into the facility? Which would be hard because it's
We have
moving.
to. We have to. We're not going to be able to
Or
sneak
when
in
it's
and save it up.
stationary, sneak in, which is also difficult. So, Turbo, if you had a skill, you would rank it as a 2. But what is your confidence level?
10,000.
9,000, get it right.
You gotta get motivational. You know what I mean? So what if we get?
Go ahead, sorry.
So what if we get our Turbo to skate on top of this thing while it's moving, get inside one of the crates, and let us in from the inside? I mean, that katana of yours, it can do work. I'm sure you can bust into one of them.
We
Even
gotta
if it
remember
has to
trying
be
to
the
get
one
on
at the
there
back.
without them knowing that we're going after this thing.
It's
Turbo
going so
is, like,
fast, they're not
so
even gonna
excited.
care.
She's like, yeah. Oh, fuck yeah.
But
That
you
was
gotta do it.
fucking right.
Bitstorm's right. Bitstorm's right. You gotta kind of not be seen.
Well, even we could also do this. You could be seen, but bust something else up to make them think that we were actually going for something else. Like all that Dunkles on merchandise that's in the back of the train that's supposed to be in cart number 7.
Would that be all right, Doctor?
Well, we are trying to sabotage this device. It would be best if there was no reason for anybody to think anybody was there to sabotage it.
All right.
What do you mean, that we leave no trace behind at all?
At all.
I'm not the expert, all right? I don't know how this stuff works.
Speaking of which,
But all I care about is that when they get the sabotage device, that they don't know it was sabotaged. That makes sense, right?
Mm-hmm.
Explain it another way.
when's the last time you hired Shadowrunners?
Well, you're my first.
Aww.
Aww.
I don't think I've ever
Well, you
been
know what,
anyone's
Doctor?
first.
You're our first doctor, so.
Well, the way things particularly run is if something goes awry, there's got to be a plan B. So if it gets to plan B, not saying that's the default,
Fancy.
we're going to try and do this sneaky. But if it has to happen, would you be all right with us having to make it look like we were there for something else? Because stuff goes wrong.
It seems like a reasonable way to cover up an unfortunate discovery of ourselves. You're
Second
the
question.
expert. I assume, being a cowboy, you've done lots of train heists, so I'll default to
So
your
racist.
expertise.
I will neither confirm nor deny, but... Second question, how are you with blood?
I have, I think, what, 6 pints of it? I'm not sure what you're asking.
Alright, smartass. He like sub vocals to the rest of the group and he's like, I like this guy. And then he comes back and says, Shadowrunners, you gotta know what we do. I mean, he kind of like motions to his hips and he's like, it ain't a clean business.
Well, here's an idea. We could also make it look like a gang attack if things go south. Blame it on the locals.
But that means violence.
Well,
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Just stir something up.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody has to get hurt.
I'm just gauging because the doctor's gotta know what's coming.
Well,
No matter what happens, it's gonna be.
We know what we're doing.
I think I understand what you're saying, Deadeye. And while I do think that there are more sophisticated ways to handle such scenarios, in the absence of alternatives, sometimes you have to, take the more direct path.
Well said.
Thank you.
All right.
Speaking of direct
Glad to hear you're flexible, Doctor.
one thing that I'm going to leave you guys with before you go on our break and start our run is Bitstorm. Since you have security knowledge, one thing that you do know is that cargo shipments, they have like every cargo container, especially if you're dealing with a Saeder Krupp cargo container, is they have sensors. So if they are opened, any change in air pressure inside is going to alert the authorities. So you will have to hack the sensor before you enter any compartment.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there any indication of ARFIDs?
Yes. Oh yeah. That's how the sensors work.
Okay.
Perfect.
I see what you're saying.
All right. So we've got a shadow run. We've got a lot of interested parties. Oh my God, this is gonna be nuts. So.
Yeah.
We're going to take a short break. Let me make sure I know how to get out of this without technical difficulty. Okay. And we'll see you in 5 minutes. Alright.
Ah, I see.
All right, hello everybody. So we're back on. Hey, still missing Turbo, but she'll be back, I'm sure. So,
Drooling somewhere.
yep. She is currently busy chewing gum. So,
Wall gum.
yes. Perfect. So, and there she is. We're actually streaming like right now. Hi.
Hi.
All right. So the job is they have to intercept a shipment on a train that is moving 60 miles per hour through Columbia, South Carolina, going to a Saeder Krupp facility, the headquarters in Columbia. On board, in one of two crates from Saeder Krupp, is an experimental surgery device that Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner, played by Bobby, wishes to research, sabotage, and get out, and make it look as though nothing ever happened. They need to do this before it reaches the facility, or they'll have to deal with Saeder Krupp security. So, we're going to go ahead and start in turn order. I have Bitstorm going first.
Okay. And actually, before we get started, I wanted to suggest one other plan that I thought of while we're on break, and that was to possibly find a way to stop the train. So.
And how would
Might be
you how would you do that? Can you hack in?
Maybe try to hack it. Maybe one of you can, I don't know, if there's a panel that maybe controls the track or something, damage it. Force it to stop because it notices some kind of error. Alright.
It could work, but we gotta make it look like a real big accident.
No, it doesn't need to be a big accident, just like...
Not real big, but I mean, like, it has to look like an accident, because not a lot of ways of stopping a big old train is gonna make it, it's gonna maybe look like Shadowrunners did it. We don't want that to happen.
Or
absolutely
maybe a
need to.
local gang was trying to get into, say, one of the terminals in order to get it for copper, or something else of value.
Is that in one of the local games' MO, Doc? Can you give us a little bit of a background before we start running into this?
I mean, gangs, they do all sorts of criminal things, you know.
Great.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Civility.
Yes.
Right? Don't you have like fast cars? We could just drive real fast and like jump the train.
Turbo's eyes light up, and she's like, "Yeah, I know exactly what we need."
She's got that part covered, Doctor.
Did we ship our vehicles with us? Because I have a motorcycle.
I'm going to say that yes, they drove themselves via grid guide to Columbia,
Nice.
South Carolina.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did a good
Well,
job.
Turbo has she only has her skateboard Rocket Rats, but she does have knowledge of cars, so she knows the best cars. She has the best car. She knows the best cars.
Okay.
We'll leave that in your hands. So where are we starting out exactly?
All right. So actually, I realized I'm actually supposed to go first. GM always starts off. So, you let's see. So the train is going to be leaving at 8 in the morning. You guys get a good night's rest, and you have a general idea of you don't know the actual place where the train is starting, but you could meet the train along the wall as it pierces through from the outside in.
Ah,
Yeah.
That's going to be your best point of entry so that you don't have to actually leave Columbia. So I'm going to say that we're going to set the scene starting at the train entrance, the tunnel that goes through the wall. And the train has you have it. You know what? We're gonna say it's about to come through. So
Ah, shit.
any prep work that you have done, describe it, and then do your scene.
Okay.
Okay. Bitstorm.
Oh boy,
Jeez.
prep work. She's going to be standing on top the tunnel, ready to jump.
Okay. So you've climbed up on top of the arch, and you're just perched there, and you're waiting to jump.
Exactly.
Okay. What is Deadeye doing?
Deadeye noticed that there's it's going along a wall and then into a tunnel along the wall.
It is going through a tunnel in the wall.
In the wall.
Yes.
Okay. So off to the side of it, he's found some is this like right in the middle of downtown? Like there's like urban structures on either side?
The border. Sorry, Bobby. Downtown is more in the center of Columbia, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So your outer areas are more suburban or wastelandy, like gang operated places, which I'm gonna say
Okay.
gang operated since we said you're going through gang turf.
Okay.
So you know what? Actually, the place is lots of like southern country homes. You know, like the wooden slats and the nice like front porch and all that. That's what it used to be. Now it's like dilapidated after 70 years or
Perfect.
so, and gangs
Perfect.
kind of operate there. Um, and apparently, Humanis has kind of a foothold there.
Great. Perfect. So Deadeye, looking through what seems to be rubble of civilization, he's found some structures that aren't very integrally sound anymore, and he's kind of like they were already there, but he kind of finagled them to kind of go in like an upward motion, perfect for ramping off of with any sort of motorized vehicle with two wheels towards the train. And he's set up with the stallion, his motorcycle, and ready to totally splatter everywhere if he messes this up.
Excellent. Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner, what do you wish to do?
Well, Dr. Kroner he's got his spyglass out that is, it's a leather strap that he has wrapped around two crystal balls, and he's been using that to as sort of a focus for his clairvoyant spell as he's been watching the train approach. Like he's very prepared, and he's sitting there, and as the train has gone through the wall and is preparing to come out the other side, I think is what you said, or is it coming out the other side?
Yes, it's coming into the city.
All right, so he has decided that he's going to go ahead and conjure an air spirit to help kind of descend him onto the train.
Perfect.
And so he's pulling out, some contraption that is going to aid him. It's got like fans and spinny things on it, stuff.
Okay. You can give me a conjuring test and give yourself a +2 for cool.
Hell yeah.
Quick question. Is subvocal something that's utilized by most of society, or is that particularly like a Shadowrun thing?
I would say it's more. I would say subvocal is more Shadowrun and guards and stuff like that. But direct neural interface is what I assume that everybody has. Just have some kind of trodes, and if you have to do subvocal, then subvocal there's a text to speech option. So whatever.
So I guess the real question is Thaddeus used to subvocal, or it kind of just like it goes like into your brain kind of thing?
He's used trodes before, I'm sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and he's a
okay.
smart monocle. He can
Yeah,
sees
yeah, yeah.
everything in one
Yeah,
eye.
he's not like he's certainly not like unfamiliar
Archaic.
technology.
Okay.
Thaddeus, what kind of spirit are you summoning? Are you summoning a lesser or a greater or just a regular?
Just a regular old spirit of air. You got 3 hits.
Okay. Okay, great. You do not succeed. Actually, your first roll would have been better. Do you want to use edge? You have so much edge. I should have been like, are you comfortable with this level of success? That's my catchphrase.
No,
That's my
you know,
cue.
I like it that he didn't succeed. He's confused. The stuff is spinning and whirling, and he kind of like, He starts banging on it and trying to figure out what's wrong, and rubbing his chin, and this should be working properly. The alignment of the and starts looking around, and he's very confused about what's going on.
The only thing that you get in response is a slap of wind to the face that deals 1 stun damage.
Yikes.
I don't think that one likes you, Doctor.
You hear Deadeye laughing over some vocal. I saw that.
All right, so the Doctor is going to have to scramble for a way onto this train. It's about to come through. Turbo.
Turbo is wearing a puffy red vest, and she's on her skateboard, and she's hanging onto the back of Deadeye's motorcycle.
All right, so you both are jumping the motorcycle, or jumping onto the train together by motorcycle. Great.
Yikes. It'll be fun, they said.
All right. So, you hear the wah, wah of the train as it chug-a-lugs through the tunnel. While this happens, I will spend a plot point to have 2 Humanis thugs that are walking alongside the streets point to the giant troll over the arc and say, "What is she?" You hear something over the giant loud train. You hear something along to the effect of "kill," and they're gonna pull out
Shit.
some guns. So I need you to make a dodge attack.
Ah,
I mean,
crap,
a
crap.
dodge attack, just a dodge. Dodge test.
Dodge attack. Just hit him with Neo. Just like dive backward.
4 successes. That's gotta
Man,
dodge some bullets.
I meant to ask this
That did
earlier
dodge.
too, but we took a break.
That did
I
dodge.
was gonna say like, can you wear a hat? But it's too late now.
Well, either way, she's like 9 feet tall. There's no hide.
Yeah,
You can't
yeah.
hide that under a hat.
All right.
All right,
Like
and
horns or whatever, so yeah.
Well, that's
and
the hat for.
can you give me a second dodge?
A second dodge? Ooh.
Yep. Yeah, because it's 2 of them that are shooting.
Ah!
Are you comfortable with this level of success?
What are they shooting? Can I tell what they're shooting at me with?
Pistols.
I'll take it.
Okay. One is able to hit for 1 net hit. So the pistol does 6, so 7 points of damage.
Ooh, okay. Goes through armor first, right?
Correct.
Alright, I'm good.
All right. And so the train has now come through. Bitstorm. Actually, wait. You know what?
See?
Let's. I'm going to spend a plot point to shake it up
God damn it.
for narrative purposes. We're going to go ahead and put Dr. Thaddeus on top because he needs to scramble to find a way on this train. And then Turbo's driving, so she'll go on top of Deadeye, and we'll do... I'm okay with this. So guest, Dr. Thaddeus, Bitstorm, Turbo, and Deadeye. So Dr.
Can I
Thaddeus,
use a plot point to jump ahead of him? Because I have an idea how to get him on this train.
yes you can. Yes you can. Thank you.
Awesome.
So where is Thaddeus located right now? And you're like on the ground, right? And you're gonna have him lift you up and put you on top? Or
I'm on top of the wall.
you're on top of the wall? Perfect. Deadeye's gonna try and ramp off, because the ramp is, I was thinking it was somewhat near the wall, so I could hit the very beginning of it, so the sliding would, like, whatever. So, Deadeye's gonna try and hit this ramp off, and then as he's hitting air, just, like, grab Thaddeus and throw him on the bike.
Okay, you're gonna give me a piloting test. That's then agility, just agility.
Agility, and a straight up agility test.
Yes.
Test.
And would you like to pre-edge, or are you gonna wait and see what you roll?
I'm gonna pre-edge, which makes it so 4s are successes, right?
Correct, and you roll an additional die.
I roll an additional die. Awesome. So that is 4, 5 successes.
Are you comfortable with this level of success? Knowing what you are doing, are you comfortable with this level of success? You're free to use another edge to re-roll your failures if you so wish. Actually, wait, you have... Oh, it counts the 4s. Oh, because you typed in the 4. That's cool. Okay.
Yeah. That's why I typed it in instead of using the macro. Plus, it's faster. Okay. All right. Chat. Do I re-roll failures with an edge, or do I spend a plot point to roll a die, a glitch die?
Just do it. Just do you.
Just do me?
Just spend the plot point for the glitch die. Yeah.
All right. Hey, I'm gonna go ahead and spend an edge on re-rolling the failures.
Brad says glitch die.
Yeah, chat does say glitch die.
Okay,
Glitch die.
fine. They say glitch die.
Give me.
It's fine. We're doing glitch die. Here we go. Here we go, boys. All right, so that is just a D6.
That's 6.
Yes!
Exploits. All right. So, you do not succeed, but however it is that you fail helps get him on the train. So you're going to describe that to me because you're the mini GM of this turn.
So Deadeye, like revs it. He revs it up, and he's like, hold on tight, Turbo, and he ramps off the edge, and I'm sure Turbo does some sort of sick, like, kickflip move, like. It says something super inspirational that no one can hear because it's just so wild. And he reaches out and he grabs Thaddeus and he throws him on, and they're going through the air, and then his bike slams into the side of the train and just crumbles, like, back onto the ground. But all of them just, like, plop on top of the train, and Deadeye's, like, clutching Thaddeus and, like, grabbing onto the train as they're speeding. He goes, nailed it!
Perfect. All right, so all three of you are clinging onto a speeding train. I'm sure there are going to be tests for this very shortly. And actually, you know what, Deadeye, you're going to go ahead and start. You're going to start with yours. You can give me.
Okay.
I think this calls for an athletics test.
Athletics test.
Agility.
Agility. Yeah. Okay. All right. 66. That's right. 3 successes.
You're okay.
Sick.
All right, so you're just barely holding onto this train with Dr. Thaddeus in your other hand, right? They're just dangling below you, like this.
Is Thaddeus kind of freaking out right now?
He's really concerned about the fact that your stunt made him leave his conjuring contraption behind.
Great.
Oh, I love this character. He's so great.
He's so
Perfect.
great. He's like,
Alright.
I'm not sure about this, hanging off of 60 miles per hour. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm not really
Darn it,
sure.
my best nightmare.
If we need another air spirit, I'm gonna have to improvise the.
So Deadeye has gone.
He's like in his arm, and he's like, I just don't know.
I believe I am fucked.
Well, actually.
There are more elegant ways of doing things. Dr. Thaddeus' turn. TPK.
Well, Thaddeus is going to, So the situation right now is we have some people that are shooting at Bitstorm, who is already on the train. Who was already on the train.
No, she's on the arch, about to jump
Yeah.
onto the train.
You guys
And
beat me
where-
on.
And where are these guards?
Off to the side. Yeah, so like they're on the ground. So pretty soon, like you guys are just gonna right past him.
Oh, okay, okay. Well, seeing the gravity of the situation, he's gonna say this. I guess I'm gonna have to improvise since you left my equipment on the wall. And he flustered, kind of, musters up the will to make another conjuring of an air spirit to hopefully assist Bitstorm in getting onto the train.
All right.
Ooh.
Regular or greater?
Regular.
Okay.
So he'll do that,
Oh.
and I will use Edge to reroll the
That's sick.
10 non-successes.
No.
And not accomplish anything
Okay,
with
that's
that.
heartbreaking.
How many plot points do you have? Roll that glitch
I
die.
got plenty of plot points. Is there stuff I can do with plot points?
You can roll a glitch die, and even though you fail, you might succeed, or you might
You fail.
Wait, sorry, did
spectacularly
you use
fail.
Edge? I thought you said you
Yes.
used Edge.
Yeah,
I
that
did.
was that 0 successes there. Those are his rerolls.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought it was. Never mind. Got it.
I'm sorry,
Right.
this roll was irregularly terrible.
Pretty bad.
So yeah, let's do it. Let's the glitch. The answer is always a glitch die.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Slash roll 1d6.
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
No, so
Not a
not a glitch. All right, so you do not succeed. You just don't have your things.
Yeah.
They're not responding to you.
Why?
So you're still now you feel your hand just doing it's like doing this,
Yep.
slipping. Bitstorm, you're next.
All right, she's gonna try and leap onto the train.
All right, give me an athletics test.
Yikes.
Oh shit, that's gonna have to default, right?
Yes, if you don't have athletics.
Oh, I'm fucked. Okay, this is a bad idea. So I'm gonna edge this because otherwise it'd be incredibly stupid.
Boom, 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 boom.
Would you like to roll a glitch die?
Sure, why not?
Sorry, I made my initials
Ta-da.
TPK.
It's
I
alright.
believe we've set the tone for this mission.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not a glitch.
Maybe
Okay.
not a total party kill.
Okay.
Maybe just
Um,
a half party.
I'm gonna say, given, and I mean, you're free to describe how this affects you, but I would assume it's something along the lines of like, "Ow, I've been shot," and you hate getting hurt. So it's like this is not the right time to throw yourself.
Yeah, she gets shot. She's like, oh my god, like looking at herself, her armor's all messed up now, and she panics and tries to jump on, and like, she flops onto the top of the train.
Okay, I'm gonna say that you do kind of like roll backward, and then like in between like two
Yeah.
shipping containers,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have to do like one of these, like and you're literally like this close from touching the train tracks.
Jeez.
Actually, no. You know what? That's a test. You're gonna give me a strength plus strength test.
Okay, I can do that one. 2 successes. Is that enough to save my ass?
Yes, it is. Yes.
Thank
So
God.
you're literally like this close to the train tracks. You're like
Of course,
grabbing on.
Yeah.
Oh, this is
Cinematic.
yeah. Turbo.
So Bitstorm, do we see her? Does she look okay? Is my
You
question.
probably
Does
hear something that sounds like a fucking train wreck.
Quite literally.
Does she look like she needs help? Like I should, because I would go back and help her if she needed.
Well, she's in between the two cars.
Everyone currently needs help.
Yeah, everyone needs help right now.
That's kind of
It
my
is
thing.
your
Okay,
choice to decide who survives.
Okay, so we got Bitstorm kind of hanging on for dear life. We got Thaddeus literally
Hanging on for dear life. And Deadeye hanging
Deadeye.
on for dear life.
Jeez. Okay, well I'm right beside them, so I'm gonna have to help them first. I'm going to. Let's see. What have I got that I can use here?
Whatever
Nothing
you do.
helpful. I'm just gonna have to like. I'm gonna do the like movie grab the hands and pull up kind of situation. I am assuming that I landed though on the roof. Is that a fair assumption to make?
No, because everybody was kind of holding off to the side, right? Was my understanding of where we last left our heroes. So let's do a scramble up test.
Okay. Scramble up test.
Save yourself first. It's like being in a crashing airplane. You got to put the mask on yourself.
Put the mask
You're
on
gonna
first.
say anybody else.
Yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
Don't you have a grappling hook?
I do.
Ex Ravnos.
What would I grapple exactly though? I don't know that would.
The edge of
Side
a
of the
shipping
fucking
container.
train.
Yeah.
I
It's
mean,
an
yeah.
option.
I mean,
You're currently
yeah.
hanging off of a guy, hanging off of a guy. So.
You should have grappled Bitstorm and yanked her onto the train.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking I would do if she didn't make it on, but she sort of made it on. Okay.
I'll be all right.
I'm gonna try to get into a safe area with my acrobatics. I've got lots of that.
Okay.
And my shooting's not good. So that's
Alright.
specialized. I got +2 for specialization, correct?
I'm going to say the scramble up isn't an acrobatics. It's a strength. It's a climb check. So I'm going to say this is kind of more like a strength and agility test, since you're also fighting against the winds. So I'd say
Okay,
it's
so
strength
what-
plus agility.
Pardon me?
Strength plus agility.
Okay. All right. 4.
Are you comfortable with this level of success?
No, I am not. I'm
Don't
gonna-
let him use his Jedi mind tricks on you.
It could be fine.
No, I'm not. There's too many of us about to die. Okay. Okay, so I get a roll 9. Phew, okay, 7.
So 7 successes. Yes, you scramble on deftly, and now I will allow you to make a test to grab Deadeye's arm, or be able to pull Deadeye up to the train,
Strength.
who is holding on to Thaddeus.
And this is what kind of test is this?
I would say this one's strength plus strength.
Double strength. Ooh. Oh shit.
Are you comfortable with that level of success?
Not. I am not. How much? We get 3 edge? Is that right?
Depends
How
on
much
your
edge did you
stats.
start? Yeah, you should have started with. I think you have 2 edge.
2.
And then 3 plot points.
Nope, guys, I only have 1. All right.
So you should have a second because you have +1. You have the lucky attribute.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yes, and all my rerolls are agility ones, unfortunately. So, okay, well, let's edge that again because I don't want you guys to die. All right, total 6.
You succeed. You're able to pull up Deadeye onto the train, and Dr. Thaddeus feels him just kind of like, oh, he's getting yanked up, and he's currently the only one that is dangling off the side of the train.
Yeah.
Yes. Me, GM. So those Humanis thugs, Bitstorm just sees them like just drive by. They get a couple of like blank shots in, but it's really hard to hit you. I'm gonna try to shoot you anyway, though. So you're gonna give me a dodge test, but I want you to have a +4 since you're on a moving train. You're like on this far, like it should be harder for me to hit you.
Are you talking about Bitstorm?
Yeah.
Bitstorm, yes.
Okay.
So two dodge tests.
Dodge test. Let me double check.
There's a
the
troll
numbers.
hanging off of that train. Shoot it!
Shoot it,
Yeah.
dude! 8 successes.
Nice.
Ooh.
Give me another.
Another. Oh my god.
Are you
got
comfortable
this.
Two
with
shots.
8 successes?
Hmm.
Are you comfortable with 3 successes?
Can I roll a glitch die on that one?
Yes, you can. That sounds like an excellent idea. Exploit. Perfect. So yeah, so you just you hear like the ricochets of a couple of guns off the side of the train, and you tell me what the effect is that your glitch die gives you.
Out of a sheer stroke of luck, it actually ricochets off of her axe that's on her back.
Just realized I have a train sound. Perfect.
I like that. Is it a constant loop?
Yes.
Yes.
It's more of a subway
Does it-
train, though.
Do you have any
But-
different music? Because this one's pretty mellow for jumping
This
on a
is really
train.
mellow.
Just hanging off the side, like flailing.
Action. Let's see. Bam, bam, bam. I called this one Unfortunate Circumstances. Or that's my keyword, so I like this one. No, wait. No overkill. This train is really loud.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, just a little bit down.
Anyway, moving on, me, while I'm adjusting sound. How is this action? What what am I thinking?
It sounds like you mislabeled it.
Yeah. Here.
Damn problems.
There we go, that's better. Okay,
Shocking off.
back to the game. Perfect. What should I do here? I don't know if I really
You
have
should
anything
totally
that I
just
want.
let us skip the thing.
I think I might have to just skip my turn. I don't see any. I don't see anything that. Oh no, I know. I can spend a plot point. To have an effect occur, which you will not know about.
Yikes.
Ominous.
Ominous. I will keep the player order the same. Actually, no. Actually, yeah. Yes. All right. So Deadeye.
I think that's the first time in the entirety of Join the Anarchy that you've kept the turn order.
Yeah.
You always mix it up.
Yep.
All right. So yeah, Deadeye, like, he stands up after being yanked up onto the train, like his poncho's just flapping in the wind. And he looks at the other two and he goes, "Howdy." And he looks around, and do the sides of the crates have like entrances? Are they like pretty much like the standard like two door, like
They're-
just doors on either side?
You're thinking passenger train. This is a ship. These are shipping crates that are on
Right,
like
right.
the
Like
flat.
shipping containers. So
Shipping containers have one entrance
Okay, on the
like-
front end.
on the front end.
Okay, and from our location right now, where are the two marked trains? Marked containers.
You guys got on pretty early, so I'm gonna say you're actually right on top of the first crate.
Okay.
The other one is 8 containers back.
Okay. He's gonna look at Turbo, and he's gonna say, "All right, we're standing on one right now." He's gonna yell in, "Yeah, we're standing on one right now. The other one's back there. Can you skate on down and try and get in? See if there's anything there. I'll sub vocal if it's in this one." And he'll go and he'll climb down to the door and try and get it open. What is the door like?
It's like it's a double door, but then it has like a bar it's the 2 bars that go down the metal bars, and then some metal bars across it with some straps that if you cut, then it shows that it's been tampered with.
Right. Shit. So, hold on. Let me look at let me check some. Can I negotiate with it?
Intimidated.
Intimidate it. You better unlock right now. So yeah, I'm gonna. Crap. So does it look like there's any way to get all of these bars out of the way without shooting it, basically? Like, like when you say there's like bars, like what do you mean? Like there's like they closed it and they just stuck bars in it? Or
Well,
like
yeah,
open
the
it
general
and-
way of closing shipping containers, and I might have this slightly wrong, but I know that it's there's 2 bars, and then it's a thing that kind of goes across them
Yeah.
that you need to unlatch to be able to open it. But then that has like an anti-tamper mechanism on it to show that, you know, if it gets cut, then they know that somebody tried to open this shipping container.
The situation is just it's already happening. So he just over sub vocal goes plan B, and he takes the God, it's not, I guess the hilt of he'll take Lucille, he'll flip it around, and then he'll like bap it with the hilt of the gun.
Okay, give me
Wait, what is it made out of actually? Before I do that.
Typically they're made of like a plasticky kind of material.
So could he? All right, yeah, he'll just bap it.
Okay. You can give me a strength. Just give me an unarmed combat check, I guess.
Uh-oh. Mora dropped out. Cameras.
Nope,
She's back. Never mind.
Nope. Whoa.
Sorry.
Okay, so an unarmed would be. Oh, garbage.
Agility?
I've never. Would that? Okay, so that's okay.
Yeah.
So it's just agility plus.
Just
Nothing.
agility.
Okay. All right. I can do this. I got it. Okay, I'm gonna roll again with some edge. Let's try that again. All right, now budge. 2 successes.
So you give it a whack, and you realize that this is not working. You're gonna need something that can cut it.
Damn it. Tarnation. He's just like smacking the container.
You're
Damn it,
gonna need a
all
way.
together.
Yeah, you're gonna need a way to break into the either through those bars or just into the wall of the shipping crate.
Okay. Does he have? Can I like sub vocal one more thing before the turn ins, or is that pretty much it?
Is your narration? You tell me. I
Okay,
feel like
yeah,
it's
he'll
appropriate
just-
for you to say something.
He'll just like put his hands on his hips and he'll be like, "Turbo, I need your katana."
All right. Dr. Thaddeus, I just realized, like, what he was originally dangling is, I guess he's able to grab onto the corner of the train, and he just needs that one final push up.
Well, I thought Deadeye pulled him up with him, because I thought that whole thing transpired where he was.
Fine. I
Yeah.
didn't hear it. This is the thing that I'm bad at. I'm bad at listening. All right, fine. So you're on the roof of the train.
All right, so the professor is going to. He sees the situation, Deadeye failing to bash his way into the cart, and I guess Turbo is going to be headed back the other way. So he opens up his satchel and pulls out some a small device that contains some already burnt charcoals and cinders, and holds it underneath his coat, and says to himself, "Okay, Doctor, you got it this time. Let's do it." And he starts to conjure a fire spirit.
All right, regular or greater
You know what? He's gonna go.
or
Remind
lesser.
me what the difference is in terms of
They
how
have
much. It's just high stats, right?
higher stats. I actually have in the journal. I listed all of the spirits. So if you go to the stats for things folder.
Yeah, I have a sheet printed out, but
Okay.
how much more difficult is it?
I would be rolling an additional 2 dice.
Let's do it. 2 dice. That's nothing.
Unless they're sixes.
All right, here we go. And I'll go ahead and use another edge. I got some additional to spend after taking all those suggestions from people. So. I rolled 11, so that's 8. I need. There we go.
There you
8 hits
go.
all together.
All right. With a burst of rage is what fuels your spirit of fire as it summons forth. You can describe all that.
Yeah. So he starts to kind of like stoke this machine that has these embers, and it starts to. He's conjuring all these energies and everything, and it starts to whirl and light up, and outbursts this giant fiery beast, and he's very pleased with himself. He says, but kind of like in a smug way, like this should have happened the first time anyway.
This guy's not.
He's like, he says, yes, excellent, and Do I get to that's it. I don't get to issue a command or anything until next time. That was my turn.
They go on your turn, so you can control them.
So now?
Yep.
Okay. So he says spirit. We need to get into that container. Burn a hole in it.
Perfect. It's going to give a, I guess, which kind of attack would that be? A elemental attack?
Elemental attack, fire. It has, yeah.
Okay.
Elemental fire attack.
All right. So it
Hey,
should be able
chat.
to do 8 damage.
What's the elemental's name, chat?
Yeah. Good call.
We name all our spirits here.
We gotta name every off character because it's just too fun. Astrodamus, that's gonna be seared into my brain forever. It's beautiful.
I named that one Bob. Sparky.
Sparky.
That'd be like thunder or something, or electricity.
Was that at the 5 successes or
Reginald.
no?
I'm just looking at what I need to roll for that.
It would be, let's see, Greater Spirit of Fire.
Yeah.
You're rolling agility plus No, sorry, I'm rolling agility plus logic, which is none because it's a box.
Do you want me just rolling close combat? I mean,
I would say this is Astrocom. No, it's not Astral Combat. Yeah, I guess we're gonna call it. That's really odd. Yeah. Yeah. Let's call it close combat. Either way, it's 3. So 3
Yeah.
plus agility, which is 11.
Okay.
So you're rolling 14 dice.
So yeah, 5.
Nice.
So 5 hits plus 8, you do 13 damage to this crate. You need a little more to break through it, but it's a nice sizable dent.
Fire into it right now.
Yeah, I mean this is a really strong shipping crate. Perfect. Yes, that is good.
Yeah.
One thing I will say that I meant to.
Excellent work, Reginald.
One thing I should say is, and this is always something I pick up as we go. I feel like now that you're on the train, this is your new scene. So anybody that gets plot points for starting a new scene,
Oh yeah, that's a thing.
Get
Yeah.
yourself +1.
Yes. Improved reflexes. Get wrecked. Now, did you burn the hole in the top or through the door?
I was informed. I was getting him to assist you, so I'm assuming he would go for
Through
the door.
Okay. Cool.
all right.
And I did take Ashthorn's suggestion at naming him Reginald, so
Nice.
Reginald the
wanted to
Fire
give-
Spirit.
give him a little.
I like I like Reginald the Third only because it's your third attempt at making an elemental, and so it's like every single time he makes an elemental, it's another in the family.
Reginald the 19th.
Reginald 436. Come on, my son.
And anybody who questions why he's using a fire elemental to burn a hole in this, he's just gonna say, I thought we're going with Plan B, right?
Bitstorm, it's your turn, and remembering that you need to hack those sensors before you bust that thing open.
It's a split-second decision, and you get it right before.
Yeah.
No.
Have they actually gotten into the crate yet? Or are they working on it?
They're almost through. But if
Okay, yeah, I
if
have
they
to
start
fucking
changing
use
the
this
air
crate
pressure,
back
it's gonna
now.
mess it up. So
Yeah.
Okay, so let me see here. So yes, hack. She's gonna be standing there like she's got her. Well, actually, yeah, she's like holding against the, her arms and her legs against the two parts, and she sighs heavily and like fucking A. She's gonna reach over her back, grab her axe, and she's gonna use it to climb up onto the top of the train car right next to her, the one that's got all the Dunkles on memorabilia, because that's her, that was on the manifest. And yeah, she's gonna try and get up there.
give yourself a plot point for attempting this, because this is awesome. And then I want you to roll a strength plus strength test.
Ooh, double strength?
Yes.
Double strength.
Got me all excited. Are you fucking for real? Alright, I'm re-rolling that. No, I need to keep my edge.
Yeah, but aren't you like in between two cars? Or did you get up? You gotta get up there.
I'm gonna try glitch die. And it's a 5. Yeah!
So not only do you succeed, you also exploit.
Hell yeah.
So
Yeah, she's just doing the Terminator thing and like going up on top of this thing, and then she's going to stop for a second and try to hack into this thing.
perfect.
Now that she's out from between the cars.
Yes. Yes, you feel the matrix surge through with every hack as you with reboot up the wall. So you feel you're able to, like, even as you're climbing, you're able to pinpoint exactly what you need to hack. So go ahead and give me a hacking test, and you can do it at a +2.
Ooh, awesome.
Nice.
So I got that, +2. And I forgot all about my my rerolls last time, so don't forget your guys' rerolls. And a +1, so that
You're so right.
7 + 5, that's 13, and I can reroll up to 4. 6. And that's going to be a total of 7 successes.
All right. The sensor has been deactivated,
Sweet!
so it is now safe to bust through.
Just in time.
Yep. And finally, Turbo.
All right. Well, I'm going to take the very first suggestion that I made. I'm going to skateboard on the roof of the crates and go towards the back. So I'm the next crate down from where Deadeye and Thaddeus are. But I would like to, if I can, I want to spend a plot point. And I'm going to go halfway down the crate, and then I'm going to notice a weakness, like kind of looks like a trap door on the top.
Okay.
And I'll do a kickflip and land straight on it and try to break through it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your unarmed combat.
All right.
With your... Well, I guess in this case, you'd be rolling blades, right? Well, no, sorry, it wouldn't be unarmed combat, so it'd be close combat.
Yeah. Is that, and that's agility?
Yes, agility plus close combat.
3.
3. All right, so how much damage does your katana normally do?
I believe it is 6. Yes, 6.
6, so 9 hits. All right, yes, so you're able to bust open the trapdoor.
Awesome.
This is which one?
This would be the car right behind.
The one
Or
with
did I
Dukelzon's memorabilia.
Pardon me?
The one with Dukelzon's memorabilia, right?
Sure. I don't
Yeah.
remember.
I think so. That's what we said, right?
Yes.
Right? Yes.
It's in
and
train card number 7. And our first target is train card number 8.
Yes. So you bust it open, and by doing so, you have set off the sensor within this train cart, and Bitstorm knows that this is bad news. Things will start descending, especially when it comes to Dunkelzon memorabilia.
So which one did I actually shut down the sensors then?
The Saeder Krupp train cart, the one that potentially has
The number
the
8?
stuff inside.
Okay. Alright, good.
turbo sub vocals. Oops.
Perfect. At this time, I'm going to instate the plot point that I spent last round. You guys see on motorcycles, like 5 motorcycles flanking on each side, Humanis Poly Club members driving alongside the street, trying to catch up, and they're going to start attacking. So, can everybody give me dodge tests? 2 dodge test
Okay.
sheets, please.
I had this marked somewhere. Dodge, chat, dodge.
You
Agility
guys
logic?
can also give
Agility logic.
yes, you guys can also get +2 since you're on that moving train.
So 8, 10, and 11. Whoo, don't mess this
Ooh.
up.
I need to
Nicely done,
reroll
Thaddeus.
mine. I'm gonna reroll all my. There we go. I got a 5 this time.
All right. Everyone's done it? Perfect. So all of these hail of of just pistols and AK-47s, AK-87s, just start like, but everything is ricocheting. You're all able to dodge the hail of gunfire.
That scared the
That was
shit
good.
out of me, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
That's
you
great.
should be.
I loved it. Another.
Then let's see. I will spend another plot point to change it up.
Oh!
So we're gonna move Dr. Thaddeus first. Bitstorm last. All right, so I like this. So Thaddeus first.
All right. So how many motorcycled racists are there?
We're going to say this is like Mad Max style, like the that amount of motorcycles. So we're gonna say it's 5 on either side. You're being flanked by, and then some of the motorcycles may have 2 people on them.
Oh my goodness. All right. All right. Thaddeus is going to say, he's gonna tell Reginald to keep at it, and when he's done, please take care of these nuisances. But in the meantime, he's gonna reach into his satchel and pull out his wand and try to throw a stun bolt at one of the leading guys up
And
at the front.
Reginald's gonna give you like a fiery thumbs up, and he's gonna turn his attention back to the door. All right, so give me a stun bolt attack for the lead guy, and then after that, we'll resolve your spirit attacking the door.
6 hits on the stun bolt.
Yeah. You have 6 net hits. How much is that total?
Stun bolt is a armor avoidant attack, so that's
So it
6
just goes
hits
straight through.
straight to him. It's 8s, so 6 of those will hit through his armor, and 2 of them would hit the armor.
Okay. All right, so I'm gonna I will spend the plot point to say that he's able to, by doing so, you've kind of like spun him out of control, and he just kind of like falls onto his side and skids off to the side. So it's like a wipeout.
He's very
DM
pleased with
niceness.
himself. He's later going to be maybe disturbed, realizing how much he enjoyed that.
And actually, yes, I will say Reginald has a fiery monocle as well that he adjusts, and then,
Of course.
of course, all of your spirits have monocles now. It's canon. So,
No other way.
go ahead and give me the close combat for your fire spirit for Reginald.
Reginald got 4 hits.
All right, so add that to your total damage.
Yes. So 6s is the base, and so that would be 10.
10 plus 2 because it's a greater.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at a Spirit of Air. 6p, 10p.
10. Yeah. Okay. So you bust through the door. It just goes and embers and little wisps of flame decorate the sides of the doors. They bust open, and you inside roll. Everyone is going to roll edge plus edge to see if this is it.
Total edge?
Yeah. Yes. Total edge that you would normally have.
1. You guys shouldn't have brought me along.
Yikes!
You only
That's
have
funny.
1 edge.
I only have 1 edge, yeah.
You only have 1 edge. I'm gonna roll, or I'm gonna re-roll with edge. Huh.
Can you
So-
edge your edge though?
Yes, you
Well,
can.
because
I'd say yes.
it's just that like the roll is just judged by that. So 7.
That's regular Shadowrun. I don't care here. Go ahead. You can use an edge to reroll.
5 successes.
I don't care.
You know what? It's fine. I'm gonna say that the total exceeds my threshold in my head. So yes, you have especially with that edge roll, you have found the hearse. Or sorry, the coffin. There is a cryogenic coffin sitting in the midst, and this entire shipping container is freezing cold. It's
Good thing we've
clearly
got
designed.
fire.
Yes, and it's clearly designed to contain whatever is inside of this cryogenic coffin. So everything that Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner has said is true. This is your target. Deadeye.
So, Deadeye, seeing bullets fly past his face, will look over and he sees 2 of the bikers coming up, kind of side by side. And so he'll turn, and so he has 1 foot on one crate and 1 foot on the other crate. And as this thing explodes with embers flying by, and then like the icy smoke from the container just flies by and makes everything flap in the wind. He pulls out his 2 revolvers, Lucille and Roxanne, spins them around, and with them pointed directly at them, goes, "Reach for the skies," and then blasts them with both of them.
Boof, boof. Go ahead and give me your gun attack.
What I love about this, and I'm gonna live add this. So, let's see here. So that will be agility +4, which is 10, +2 for pistols, which is 12, +2 for using both pistols at the same time, which is 14, and then +1 on a +1 die on an agility roll, so 15 die.
There you go.
Love Deadeye. And you know what? Is it? Oh no, it's an edge that makes it. Never mind. Okay, I'm gonna keep my edge. I'm gonna keep my edge. 5 successes.
You have 3 net hits on one, 4 net hits on the other. How much damage is that total?
So with the pistols, that would be 6 physical damage.
Okay.
I think that's because I have the option to put one more die or one more damage, so I did die. So
All right.
6.
So describe that you don't kill them, but they're able to kind of like knock them off balance. So basically, if you guys do enough damage, you guys are able to just kind of take them out of your way. Like you don't have to pierce through armor and health. So you can describe that wipeout.
So he'll he'll start shooting, and then he'll just start kind of like spinning them around too, because he's just like a big cocky shit. And so the bullets don't like directly go for them. They like a few hit them, and then a few hit their bike, and they start ricocheting off of each other. And one guy kind of like swerves, like Jesus, and then like hits the other guy, and they both kind of like spud back, trying to hit the brakes a bit, because they're just under a hail of gunfire. So they both fall back a few carts, because they're like, jeez, and then like hit the brakes on their stuff.
All right. Well, you have taken them out of the picture. All right. Is there anything else that you would like to do? Now that the crate is open.
Yeah, he's gonna sub-vocal, and he's gonna be like, Turbo, it's this one. He's gonna head on inside.
All right. So tell me more about this cryogenic coffin.
Well,
and what is inside?
What is inside? I choose what's inside?
Yeah, you're the mini game master for this one.
All right. Oh boy.
Or do you want to leave it to the audience? We need to involve them.
So, audience, what is in the coffin?
Oh, also take a plot point for yourself for the pew-pewing that you did.
Yeah, I will. So yeah, he opens it up, and the whole inside is like this frosty blue, because it's like super cold. Like it's more cold than you would need to actually keep a body, like a regular body, in here. And so he'll walk up to this like new age. It's kind of like this white with some like lights in it. It seems really high tech for a coffin, for just a coffin. And he's like, I don't know what the hell the taxpayers are doing here, but it's ridiculous. And he kind of boots it open, and he finds a vampire.
Those are the only suggestions. It's a vampire, guys. Thank you.
He kicks it open, and you know what? I'm gonna get X Ravenos' suggestion. He kicks it open, and the vampire springs up, and it's alive.
Perfect. All right.
There you go.
Boss
Thorn as
fight.
well. It's an elf vampire with bullet wounds in him, and he just props up.
Oh, God.
Deadeye's like, ugh!
Let me pull up stats for
Springs
vampire. Ooh.
Yeah.
Thank God these are in here. You poor bastards.
Mumbled sub-vocal, like, Doc, what the fuck is this going on here?
All right.
From the Tar Nation, Jesus!
Yes, and I will spend a plot point. Dr. Thaddeus realizes that, of course, vampires have much more essence than the typical human being, and therefore are easier to experiment on. For this kind of...
This is brilliant!
Yes.
Brilliant? What the hell are you talking about? This thing's got fangs bigger than my boot! He's like freaking out. He's like, what the fuck?
Excellent. Turbo, your turn.
Alright, Turbo hears the commotion outside, so she's going to sheath her katana, and she's gonna take out her shotgun and do she's gonna like load it with she'll hold onto the barrel and then she's gonna kick open the back door of the container and just swing out on the door. So now she can see like the motorcycles next to her crate and shoot with her shotgun.
Okay, great.
Let's see, what do we got? And that is agility, correct?
Yes.
All right. Come on. 3.
3. You hit. Describe
Bam!
Describe how many you take out. with a shotgun blast.
All right, I hit the leader, and so there's actually 2 people on the motorcycle, but I hit the driver, and she kind of flinches and flops forward, and then the motorcycle skids sideways, and essentially trips 2 of the others that are behind it. So 3 of them are kind of sprawled and rolling off to the side.
Perfect.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Perfect. And Bitstorm.
Whew. All right. So she's still on top of the train. She's gonna try and catch up, and first of all, just mumble under her breath like "fucking noobs." She's gonna continue climbing her way across with the axe.
Is that a cue for you? Can it be a cue? Fucking noobs.
I think
That-
that's a very good cue.
That is totally a troll decker thing to say.
Totally. I actually added a cue because of the motorcycle thing that I'm going to use in a bit, so that'll be great.
All right.
So yeah, do I need to do a strength check or anything to get across there?
No, I don't think so. You're on the top of the train,
Okay.
and
Pretty secure.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, after if I can go as far, she'll get across, drop down between the next 2, and be right there with those guys. Like, holy shit, that's a vampire.
All right. What would what's the composure test? I think that's just willpower plus willpower. Go ahead and give me that.
Shit.
All of us or just her?
Just her.
You know what? Yeah, I would say anybody that's in that compartment. So,
All right.
Deadeye and Dr. Thaddeus Preston Koner,
Let's get my willpower shit.
double willpower.
Double willpower. But Thaddeus already knew. Well, I guess he
didn't know.
but now
He did not know.
he's like
Yes.
it makes sense. That's
Ah.
Thaddeus is more fascinated than afraid.
5.
Yes, this vampire doesn't mean anything to you. You've faced off against worse potato plants. So, Bitstorm, would you like to spend a plot point to be able to attack? Since I would kind of call that like a pretty double movie kind of thing. So we can call that you spend a plot point to double move, get in there, and then I'll give you an attack.
Yeah, I'll do it.
All right.
Minus another plot point, and how do I attack? I don't think I've done that yet.
You're gonna do close combat. I'm sorry, not close combat. Yes, close combat. If you don't have close combat, then just your agility.
So yeah. Let me go ahead and throw in a glitch die for shits and giggles. Oh, okay, that's great.
And it's a glitch. Ooh,
First
boy.
one.
What's a vampire's dodge? You don't say. All right.
But she's
Okay.
inside of a coffin. Come on now.
She's just propped up.
That thing just like popped up.
Yeah,
Like,
she
hey,
popped
what's
up.
guys.
But she's in the coffin. How can
Vampire
her maneuverability be good?
Irrelevant.
It's a goddamn vampire. They fly and shit.
Yes.
Well,
Your swipe is weak and pitiful, and she transforms into mist. Your reboot just and you just see this mist whirl around, and then she shows up for outside of the coffin as far back as possible, because the sunlight from the daytime is actually beaming into the train, and it's keeping her from being able to exit the compartment. So about a third of the compartment is sunlight, and the back second 2/3 are good for her.
Is she wearing the bracelet, by the way?
She is. So, my turn. Let's crack my powerful GM things here. What does she do? Perfect.
It explodes.
Yeah. Perfect.
Perfect. Let's look over here, and I'm going to... Yes. She will attempt to first... No, you attacked her. Fuck that. She doesn't want to talk to you.
Like, bitch, I'm gonna get you back.
Shadowrunner's talking.
Why? She's going to cast. Yes.
I don't like
Okay.
that smile. I don't like that smile.
All right, hold on. Let's see my
Slowly
sorcery.
creeping smile.
That's okay, so she's going to just give you one of these.
Oh no.
And then she just boof, she just vanishes. She has gone
Luck is
invisible.
never good.
And now that she is invisible, I'm gonna say she has this. They don't have second attacks. Fine. Okay, she is invisible. Whatever's left is going to, from the outside of the Humanis, is going to be attacking Turbo. So, Turbo, you can give me a dodge test, please. You have a +2 on it.
Okey-doke.
Wait.
4.
Yeah, everything is useless.
All right.
All of these bullets are whizzing past you, and doesn't even matter. Let's go ahead and use a plot point. I kind of want my vampire to cast another spell, and I'm going to do that. I'm going to use my plot point to do so. She's going to cast. I think I can do that. That's good. Yeah, we'll do fireball.
Oh shit.
Yes. Wait, no. Why would she do that? Let's do because she's in the middle of.
Yeah.
She needs the cold. She needs the cold. She needs the cold. Stop. 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 She'll do she'll cast chaotic world. So let's see here. Can everybody? Is there even anything that you can't do shit about it? That's awesome.
Great.
That's always a great thing to hear.
Wonderful.
Well, we get a -1 on everything or something.
Yes. So she cast it. It means that everybody everybody starts hallucinating. You guys just love hallucinations. So right now you have to re-roll one successful die on any roll.
Ouch.
Oh,
my god.
sick.
rough.
Am I
Alright.
affected?
You are not, but everyone else, including the fire spirit, is just starting to see all of your vision just starts doing the it's just slow and like painting across.
Look at the tracers, man.
Perfect. And I will use. Can I use a second plot point? Yes, if it's to switch it up, I'm doing it. Switching it up. I need to find the thing to incapacitate you guys. Bitstorm first. Actually, I'll put Turbo first, then so we can resolve what's going on outside. Then Bitstorm, Dr. Thaddeus, and Deadeye. So Turbo, you're first.
All right, I'm going to shoot again at another motorcyclist, and then I'm gonna spend. Well, I guess I should shoot first to see if I get them.
Yeah, ask
Let's do
questions
that.
later.
That sounds like a turbo motto. All right.
Yikes.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna spend a plot point for a glitch die.
Yeah!
Nice. Well, you succeed and you exploit. So go ahead and tell me what that's like.
Perfect. So I'm going to shoot the person, and they're going to like they kind of do that sound from movies and flip
Wilhelm
backwards
scream.
off their motorcycle, you know, and then I'm gonna jump on the motorcycle
Perfect. You're jumping on the motorcycle?
onto the motorcycle.
Hmm.
I'm going to
All right.
drive it and try to get up to the next car.
You can give me an athletics test.
Okay.
Also, remember, you have wired reflexes. You get double attacks. Every narration.
True. That's true.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so on that roll, go ahead and add agility to agility to agility. Plus 6.
So yeah, so athletics.
Yeah.
You mean 9,000.
Yeah.
Okay. that's
9,001.
Agility.
Just get that.
Can I add my bonus for acrobatics?
Yes.
Beauty.
So from the motorcycle, can she see into the cart? The car?
Well, let's find out. Are you comfortable with this level of success?
Yes.
All right.
No choice.
You just barely make it onto the motorcycle. Get yourself a plot point for that. And all right, so now you have a careening motorcycle. It's probably like just flopping, but you're able to steady it. Give me a piloting test,
Got it.
so we don't get to roll that for you very often.
Is that agility as well?
Yes. No, wait, is it logic or agility?
I do not recall.
Check the stats thing.
Okay. Stand by.
Skills. It is agility.
Good. Because my logic sucks. Okay, so agility. I can reroll on those. Good. So that's 9. 4.
You know what? And I need to change this music because there's a vampire on board.
Okay, and I can reroll 3 of those. So total of 5. It's fine for my driving test.
Okay. You succeed. So tell me what you would like to do.
All right, I am going to zoom up to the car in front of me where the vampire is, which did someone sub-vocal this? I don't think I know this yet.
The vampire?
Do that one. I'm sorry?
So I'm gonna zoom up to where my team is, and what would I see? Because the vampire's invisible.
Vampire's further back, but I mean, you have AR, so you would be able to see what they see. So you know
okay.
that it is not there. It just blinked out of existence.
Okay, well, I'm gonna you know what? I'm gonna stay on the motorcycle. I'm not gonna jump into the car. I'm gonna stay on the motorcycle. And since I can't see it, I'm not gonna try to attack or anything. I think I'm just gonna leave it for now.
Okay. Bitstorm.
All right. So she's gonna fold down her goggles, and let me see here. They have image link, thermographic vision, and vision magnification. Does the thermographic pick up this vampire?
Now, thermographic. This is an interesting one because since it's a vampire, I don't know if it would even have a heat signature.
Right.
So you're gonna give me a perception test.
Okay. Let's see.
I'm gonna say it's gonna be really hard to get. It's
What is perception?
logic plus willpower.
Okay, I have that written down wrong. Okay, so that's gonna be 11. 3 successes.
All right, you spot her. So you decide
fuck
exactly
yeah.
where she is in that train.
Let's So she looks like she's actually kind of like, you know, plastered up against the wall, like waiting. She's, you know, got her mouth open with her fangs.
She's like in the back
stared, and
corner like
she's-
this.
Exactly. She's actually halfway up the wall. Exactly.
Yep.
Just like that. And she's she's basically watching everybody, like looking for the perfect opportunity to strike. Would I be able to hack and try to open the doors on the other side of the cart?
There are no doors on the other side of the cart.
Shit.
Every shipping container has a door up front, and that's it.
That's it. Damn. Okay. There's no other openings that I can open, right?
Mm-mm.
Well, that.
Not unless you want to
Screws
spend
that
a plot
up.
point.
It doesn't even make any sense, though. What the hell else could I do, guys? I need an idea. Because the only other idea I have is to smash her in the face with the axe.
I mean, you see her.
Sunlight really sucks, doesn't it?
Do we
You
want to
can
fuck
see her.
up this cart, though?
I have an idea, but it requires. I mean, I don't know, because I don't want to control your turn, but I have like an idea that I've been boiling in.
You can spend a
Okay.
plot point to go ahead, unless it's an idea for her. If it's an idea for her, you can spend a plot point to give it to her.
Yeah,
Give
go
the
for
idea.
it.
Well, it's kind of weird. So, should I just jump ahead, or do you just want the idea?
If you are gonna accomplish it yourself, then you're jumping ahead.
Well,
either way,
well,
it's a plot
'cause
point.
It's weird because I'm doing a surprise threat. Is the thing,
Okay,
which is
just do it. Just do it, dude. Spend the plot
Yeah,
point.
go ahead and do it.
Do whatever you
okay.
whatever needs to be done.
so. Does it have to be my narration, or can I just do it?
You're by spending the plot point, you're jumping ahead, so it becomes your narration.
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, that's cool because there's so that's 2 plot points because I'm jumping ahead and I'm using 1 for surprise threat.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, from the outside of the container, you hear of like the motorcycles rev on up, and you hear one say, "Light 'em up, boys!" And you hear a bunch of Saeder TMPs start blasting the container, sending bullets going through the container, letting in all these holes of sunlight peering into the container.
Nice.
And I'm gonna use the term Jedi's gonna see all of this, and he's gonna pull his revolvers and start blasting more holes into the container at the end where the vampire is.
All right.
I like it.
I'm also going to say right now, everybody that's in that container needs to give me dodge tests because there are lots of bullets piercing through it and making it Swiss cheese.
Yeah, it's going from like this end all the way through, so you just see like it just like the cover of sunlight is like.
Do we still have that confusion spell on us?
Yes. So everyone needs to re-roll 1 success,
Okay.
Oh, good
and
one.
let me know what your total successes are.
Dodge is agility plus logic, so that's 8 plus 1 for agility.
I have 2 successes and a success on a crit die. Or an extra.
Okay.
Or whoops, that was a 6, so 3 successes.
Okay. Anybody that is 3 successes or less gets hit. You said they were
That's
stairs.
There, yeah. Wait, what?
Stair
oh, yeah,
MPs.
the Saeder TMP, yeah. Machine pistols.
Machine
That's
pistols.
6P.
6p. So it's 3 hits that they got. So start with 6p, and any net hits, add that onto your damage.
But it's also going through a container. Wouldn't it have to do like the container armor first, or does it go right through?
Oh, this is not that kind of game, sir. We're not playing SR5. I am not dealing with that. No.
Oh
No.
my god. The amount
This
of
is why we're
amount of
playing
cover I
Anarchy.
used. Alright.
Cinema. Cinema logic.
AC
Wait.
15.
So wait, 6 for all 3 heads?
No. You have everyone's getting hit for 1 bullet.
Okay.
By 1 bullet, so 6 plus the net hits. So if you have 3, then you're fine. You're just at 6. If you have 2 hits, you take 7, and if you have 1 hit, 8, 0,
Ah.
9.
Okay.
Ouch! Ow, ow, ow,
Did we
ow.
gain power back from last session?
Did you what?
We gained all of our armor and stuff.
Yeah,
from
everything
last
resets.
session.
Everything resets between missions.
Sick. This is exactly back where it was.
All right. However, at the same time, this does cause the. Actually, I think. Yeah, I'm gonna say she takes the damage now. She takes 4 damage immediately. The vampire. And you would all see like hissing. Well, actually, no, you wouldn't. She's still invisible. Eh.
But like, would
No.
smoke be invisible? That's burning flesh.
It's part of her. I don't know. I would. You know what? Fine. Yeah. I'll say you start seeing like wisps of burning flesh, smoke.
Anyone here bacon?
All right. Bitstorm.
All right. So after seeing Deadeye, just kind of whip out his pistols and start doing that, she's gonna take her axe and start swinging around at the walls and whatever other parts of the container she could reach and start ripping holes in the walls.
Okay. Go ahead and give me your close combat.
That's agility.
Yes.
I really need to fix that. 1 hit at a wall that's not moving.
Well, yeah, exactly. So whatever your damage is, +1.
Okay. What the hell is my damage? 3 plus 3. I'm sorry, 3 plus 3p. Then it'll be +1 on top of that.
Okay, yeah. So you're able to kind of like. You're able to rip out like a chunk of the metal, and it's just So you guys are just destroying the inside of this.
All those
container.
Humanis thugs outside are having their stereotypes confirmed by this berserking troll inside.
Yes.
Okay, I'll live here.
By the way, Deadeye, did you have any attacks that you wanted to make? Because you just basically
He
had
had-
Humanis show up and attack.
Well, yeah, they started blasting holes, and then he started blasting holes. But I do have a second attack, so the limited use of the limited knowledge of vampires that he would have. Do bullets mean shit? Because it had bullet wounds and it was alive. So.
Do you have knowledge of that kind of thing? I don't think so. So you wouldn't
I don't
know.
think so.
Why don't you try it out?
He's gonna blast a bunch. He's gonna help him blast holes in it, and then after getting hit by a bunch of bullets, he's gonna start blasting the sizzling with both of his pistols again.
All right.
And that is, oh gosh. Okay, so that's that. 4 successes, and I have to reroll one of the successes, please. Okay, so that's 3 successes.
3. You missed.
What?
You missed. The
Missed.
figure, the AR figure that you see in through Bitstorm's vision, you just see it kind of. And it's just like doing that, but it's on the walls.
Oh no. So does that mean I accidentally punctured a bunch of holes behind her and sunlight's coming through holes into her back?
Yeah. I mean, she is taking damage per turn. Yes.
Nice.
Perfect.
Oh no, I missed.
All right. Now let's see. What is the spell? See, this is the thing. I don't know. All right, fine. She is going to cast. Can everybody give me a willpower plus logic roll? Everyone that's in the cart with the vampire.
Glad I'm missing these heavy
Ooh,
shit.
I gotta
on
reroll
the
one.
rolls.
And yes, roll 1 success. And let me know what
6
your
successes.
3.
3.
Dang it.
9,000.
Yeah, I actually have to re-roll 60 die.
She's gonna spend an edge to re-roll this because that sucked. There we go. Okay, so if you have 4 or less hits, you are targeted.
Yeah.
And you're each going to feel this overwhelming sense of dread and fear.
The dragon!
She can give me yet again another willpower plus logic as she tries to intimidate you into stopping dead in your tracks.
Oof. 3 successes.
Fucking 2 successes.
Is
man.
everyone happy with this level of success?
No.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I'm gonna spend a plot point on a glitch die. 4.
Oh.
So nothing.
All right. Everyone is now frozen to place in fear.
Fuck.
Aw.
Oh wait. I skipped Dr. Thaddeus. I'm sorry.
Did you?
I
So
did.
does that mean that none of that matters?
It will matter after Dr. Thaddeus goes.
Well, that's good because Dr. Thaddeus has a greater fire elemental helping him, or fire spirit. Dr. Thaddeus is going to shift to astral perception, realizing this is a perfect opportunity to collect data while the bracelet is on something that is, magically active and dual nature, even. So he's going to he shifts to astral perception, and
At this moment that you
while
shift
he's-
astral perception, I'm going to spend a plot point to say that you see that glimpse into the future that you just had of all of the fear occurring, and you know that you need to act right now. Bad things will occur.
All right. Well, what he's gonna do is he's gonna say this is time is of the essence, people. And he says the sunlight is mostly an annoyance to vampires, contrary to popular.
Oh god.
But does anybody have any wooden implements?
Let me get my peg
he
leg.
commands his fire spirit to toast the vampire, which will then proceed to do it.
All right.
Elemental attack. On 14 dice, boy. 5 hits. I think I'm okay with that. The vampire, I think in Anarchy, allergies do a pretty severe die pool penalty. But I can't remember. I'm gonna go with the 5.
You
Okay.
also have to re-roll 1 success.
Yes, you do.
Fuck that Cal stuff.
Oh yeah, good call. The
Sorry.
spirit has edge. I could just use the edge, right?
Yes.
So that's 4 hits. Let's go with that. Let's spend one of the 3 edge on that spirit. So that's 8 hits altogether.
8 hits.
Ooh,
Your net hits.
sexy.
Your net hits are 4. How much damage is that total?
So that means the damage altogether is 10p.
And does that have armor avoidance?
Yes. So 8 of that 10 goes right through the armor.
All right.
Yikes.
Oh, 4 of the 10. I'm sorry, because that's the net hits.
No, it's not net hits. It's all hits.
Oh,
Oh,
is
no,
it?
wait, no, you're.
No, you're right. No, it's net hits because what?
Oh, this is what it is. It's all of your hits that you roll. That's how much
Yeah.
goes through the armor. But then all of that you just added. Hold on.
Nope.
Ah.
You're right. You're absolutely right. Here, I remember now.
Even in
Net hit.
Anarchy.
Actually, stage up damage when it's armor avoidance. Net hits, instead of staging up the damage, bypass the armor.
Correct. So it's 8 that go straight through the armor and period. Done.
Thank
So
God we
that-
have 2 DMs in here.
So that,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
right. So this, in addition to the sunlight streaming through, describe the kill.
Ooh, good job, dude.
Guest character gets the first kill.
So, clearly, Reginald also, being dual-natured himself, can easily see the vampire. So he has a direct hit as a lance of flames fires straight through the vampire's chest, lighting it ablaze, and Thaddeus suddenly gets very worried and says, "Not the device!" Starts to rush forward as he's holding his little device, his little data collection device, trying to collect what little bit of information is left to collect as the vampire's life essence is fading.
Perfect. Everybody gets 1 plot point for murdering the vampire,
Nice.
or defeating the vampire, and getting to the cybersurgery device. Now it's my turn. So instead of freezing you in place so that she can suck your blood and lose your essence, she will, or instead, I will use a plot point to say that the train is now entering downtown.
Whoops.
So this is
Gotta
your
get out, guys.
this is your final round before it reaches the Saeder Krupp facility, and if it gets there, then you'll have to deal with Saeder Krupp security. Meanwhile, all of these Humanis thugs, now that they're outside of their turf, they're going to stop attacking, and they're all going to peel back. So
Okay.
you have 1 round to sabotage this device and get out. And finally, last plot point. Mind you, I'm using this rule, like, I know the GMs are only supposed to use 1 per turn, but it's my game.
Abuse it.
I know this is the rules, but fuck it.
Yeah, like, I have all these plot points, just let me throw them out.
I do it, I won't.
I'm going to switch it up, so let's start with Dr. Thaddeus.
All
Time
right.
to join the anarchy where the points don't matter.
Yes. Midstorm, Deadeye, Turbo. Alright, that's how we're doing it. So, Thaddeus.
Well, Thaddeus, having collected his data, he's first gonna pat Reginald on the back. Good job. And
Ow! Ow!
yeah, careful.
You hear in a fiery crackle. You swear you could hear, "Thank you, sir." But it sounds like fire crackle, but maybe that's what the words are.
I mean, he does have astral perception, so wouldn't he be able to understand spirits if they talk?
No,
No? Okay.
maybe not. I don't know. This is kind of like it's strange. You get this
Yeah.
impression of gratitude and appreciation.
Wait,
Yes.
Yeah.
He tips his hat.
Yeah, I mean, we do have a psychic connection.
Summoner.
So Thaddeus sets his data collection device down on the top of the coffin, pointing it at the vampire, and also runs up to locate the bracelet and pulls the sleeve up of what's left of the charred body and directs to Bitstorm and says, you know, it would be beneficial to remove the arm would probably be the most expedient course of action.
Okay.
Indicating her acts that she's been flailing around and holes in the side of the container. So he knows
Alright. Should I spend a plot point then to go now?
No, I mean, it's your turn and I'm done.
Oh, okay. Alright, so yeah, she's going to raise her axe over her head, bring it down, and chop off the arm, and she'll start pulling the doctor with her so she can get out.
All right. So you're now outside of the cart of the train piece. So the cybersurgery device. Sorry, I was changing tracks. You have left it behind, and
No, we chopped off the arm, so he's bringing it with.
so you're taking it with. So we're just stealing it. We're not even sabotaging it.
It's up to you, Bobby. Do you want to just steal it?
Oh, he
It's up to you.
I may have confused myself or other people. He meant for it to be smashed or destroyed. Just the quickest way to make it unusable. He's collected the data in his device that he needs.
Ah,
Cut
okay.
it with it on her arm is what he meant. Like break it. With
I
it on
see.
her
Okay.
Okay.
So she'll cut off the arm, sever it, then put it down on the part of the coffin lid that's still closed, and she's going to smash it with her axe. So
Bam.
it'll fly apart in a billion little bits.
Perfect. It has been
Sabotage.
destroyed. And now you are outside of the thing, and you see the looming headquarters of Saeder Krupp coming. Deadeye.
Yeah, Deadeye's gonna he's gonna holster. He's gonna kick the coffin closed. Well, the body's inside the coffin now. We put it back in the coffin, right? Or is the coffin like I don't understand? I thought we were gonna put it in the
It's a
coffin.
cryogenic. It's a cryogenic coffin. It has now. It is a charred body that has its arm severed,
Yeah.
and the
Yeah, plan is
the thing
long
smashed.
gone, bro.
Yeah. So as he's running out, he just like slams close the coffin, and he pops out and he starts like looking into AR, and he says, "Stallion, it's high noon," and Stallion, smoke coming out of it, really dinged up but still able to drive, because kind of like sputtering and zzz, trying to zoom up. He gets the Stallion and he itches his head at it as he's looking around and goes, "Ugh," and uses his new cue to say, "My mechanic will fix it," and jumps on top of it.
Give me an acrobatics check, or well, no, I'm sorry, athletics stats.
Agility. So agility.
Yep.
All right, agility. So that's yikes.
Would you like to pre-edge, or you're waiting?
Three. I didn't pre-edge, but I will edge afterwards. So that's. Oh god, no more edge. Okay.
Now's the time to use it. It's the last round.
5 successes.
You succeed.
Yes. He jumps on it, and he starts. I guess he'll stay by the train until everyone gets off, so they have another option if they need to jump on the motorcycle too. But
Isn't
not
this
sticking around
last
for too
round,
much
though?
longer. But this is the last time for you guys to get off the train. I assume Deadeye can get away whenever he wants because he's
Yes.
off the train and on a motorcycle. So he's sticking by for a few more seconds to see if anyone needs to jump on the motorcycle if they have no other options.
Turbo.
Okay, so I want to get my teammates onto my motorcycle.
Spend that plot point to double move.
Yeah.
We always do that at the end.
Yeah.
That's
It's time to get out. Go, go, go.
That's the final
You
round
know
move,
what,
for
too?
sure.
Brought all those fucking plot points.
I actually have an extra movement per narration. I don't use it too often, but
Ooh.
There you go.
Yeah, because you have cyber legs, right?
Yeah, I do.
I would say it's totally possible. And you are the strongest one in the team, right? So,
Hmm.
yeah, you're one of the strongest.
And I get 2 plot points per scene as well. I don't always use that either. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do.
Oh, yes, this is a new scene, everyone. But I did give you the plot points. If you, that said, if you get +1 plot point, get yourself that plot point.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to spend 1 of my plot points to realize that my motorcycle has a sidecar. Yeah.
Realize.
I realize. I just.
Will no,
before-
just you spend the plot point to establish that there's always been a sidecar.
Yes. Well, I think that's a similar.
Yeah.
Anyway, so
There's a dead
noticed-
body hanging out.
From now on, though, there is a sidecar
Okay,
on your
got it.
motorcycle, unless you detach it.
Yeah. And then I'm going to.
Oh, that's a nice
So
suggestion.
here's the thing. I want to get them on. But they have no movement left, right? Like after this, they're going into that building.
Yes,
Is that correct? Okay.
correct.
I'm gonna jump back onto the train. That's my first thing. Okay, let's see. So that's acrobatics, which is
You don't need to give an acrobatics check. You're just hopping from that door onto the train. You're fine.
okay. So I'm on the train. I'm going to.
I suggest you check out Extravnos' suggestion because I love
What?
That's
it.
beautiful.
Everyone loves it.
It's beautiful. It's a really good.
That is awesome. But I'm already on the motorcycle.
You're on the
Oh,
motorcycle.
You are on the motorcycle. That's right. No, she had
Yeah,
already
I'm
jumped
riding
off
the train.
previously. She's already off the train.
I want to get the other two on.
So why don't you just drive up to them?
But I am gonna take a suggestion that I'm trying to basically what I'm trying to do is get them onto my motorcycle.
So you can drive up. You see the looming Saeder Krupp building coming, and they're in between these two carts, and you're just like, hop on! And then maybe you pull out your grappling hook.
And grapple them on. Okay, maybe then. Okay, I won't jump out. I'll pull them on. I'll try to pull them both into the sidecar. They can just kind of fall onto each other, and then I will use my grappling hook to pull myself around, just to take a nice sharp turn away from the speeding train around a corner of a building.
All right.
Or down the street.
With
And
one
I'm
of
going
you.
to Zavnos. I'm sorry, I'm butchering that.
Yes. Extravnos.
Ex-Ravnos is what I've been saying.
Can I assume Bitstorm? You want to do? Well, I don't know. Who wants to be the one to grab onto Turbo and try and jump while dragging the other person behind them?
I think it would be Bitstorm because I assume it's based on strength.
I mean, it's going to be an athletics test if you want to be able to jump into the cart.
How about you, Bobby?
Yeah.
Take control.
Listen, I
gonna-
teach. Okay.
I could use a plot point to just go again, right?
Yeah, can we do that? 'Cause I still got 3.
To jump ahead, it would have had to be not
Beforehand.
on this, narration.
That said, I will allow you to spend a plot point to somehow make this easier with something.
Yeah, because they're describable.
Yeah.
Sure, I'll spend one.
Okay.
Well, crap. I don't know. I'm drawing blanks. It's getting late.
You something with reboot. You need to use reboot to like propel yourself forward.
Good point. Okay. Shit. I don't know.
It's just like the pole where you jump, you just run and you like scoop up with reboot.
That's a better idea than I was kind of thinking. I was thinking about gouging into the side of the train, but yeah, that would be a better idea to grab the doctor maybe and pole vault with it.
Perfect. All right, so you're pole vaulting with reboot. What should we? I think I'm gonna call this an athletics test. However, give yourself +2 for cool and +2 since you spent a plot point.
Okay. Holy shit.
Plus
Alright.
4
Yeah.
for amazing. Here we go. Come on.
That's not bad. 3 successes.
Are you happy with this level of success?
I'm gonna have to be. Actually, no, I don't want to do a glitch die. That would just be horrible. That would be a bad idea right now.
I should spend one for a glitch die though. Go ahead.
God damn it.
Exploit.
Yeah.
You succeed and you both like land directly into the sidecar. And that grapple hook trick that Turbo does is just, it's perfection. It's enough to like just barely get out of any line of sight that Saeder Krupp will ever have of your existence.
And as they're swinging around, Deadeye's like, oh, and he like grabs on the back of the thing, so he swings his wrong too.
Perfect.
That was perfect.
Oh my god.
And with that, the mission is complete.
Boom! We didn't die.
Is
Yeah.
it complete though?
I wish I had like victory
The mission
music.
is butchered.
Dude,
Well,
we should make like a mission
Amazing.
sound effect. We should get some sound design up in here.
If there's a vampire, I'd say we succeeded.
Yes.
Yeah.
That vampire
survived!
fuck us
That was
up,
amazing. That was amazing.
Yes, it was.
Fuck.
Now, everybody, I would like a little debrief, just a quick little talk time debrief about what this is and what it's how everything has been affected.
Well, what?
I'm sorry. Debrief talk. How is this going to affect Dr. Thaddeus Preston Kroner's life? This is the last time you'll see him, for now, possibly.
Oh.
This is your thanks and goodbye kind of bittersweet time to go thing, as well as payment.
Yeah. So Thaddeus, of course, is analyzing the data in the sidecar, wind blowing in his hair. By the time he gets back, he says, "This was an exhilarating adventure, guys."
That was
Turbo goes,
definitely
yeah, it's
something.
all right. It's all right.
I have to say, this is the data that I've collected here is absolutely excellent. I don't know, of course, as I saw a vampire, by the way, in my research, I mean, I have never encountered one in the flesh, but of course it was a vampire. That's how they're able to pull off this seemingly impossible feat of cyber technological not interfering with essence. Of course it does interfere with essence. They were just lying to everybody. Anyway, thank you guys.
Actually, I'm going to spend a plot point. I'm going to say that actually the research suggests that there is technology to allow non-vampires to essence steal. So the first, this is like being tested on vampires. This is non-vampires being allowed to drain essence from people vampire-like, so that then they can be fit with cybertech without losing essence.
Amazing. So he says it looks, the data is incredibly promising here, that there seems to be some sort of way that they've tapped into vampiric essence leeching properties and infused it into this hybrid technological ethereal device. I'm sure that this is going to look really good in a published paper. Do you guys, I don't offer this to everybody, but would you like to have your names listed as authors on the paper?
No.
Ooh, I'd love to take you up on the offer, Doctor, but we're Shadowrunners
and all that. And speaking of, if you ever find a way to replicate this kind of technology, can you consider your sneaky little friends and not sell it to a big AAA corporation? Because God, that would suck ass.
Literally. By the way, Doctor, it sucks the essence out of other people. That might be the best reason why you shouldn't sell it to a corporation.
Exactly.
Well, I had no intention of selling this. This is purely for science. If you ever find your way back to Columbia, South Carolina, I say, come speak to me. And if I ever need any assistance again, I'm sure I will contact you. You guys are quite an exhilarating group of people to run with.
Thanks, Doc.
And I would be lying if I didn't say that this was an exciting turn. I may have to look. How do you become a Shadowrunner? Is there like a
Usually about bad parenting.
temp agency?
The Shadowrunning temp agency.
Yeah.
Well,
you just need to get in touch with David Grump again. He'll help you out.
I may have to talk to him about some moonlighting work.
tell you what, You got big fiery magic, guys. You killed a vampire. You've got a contact. A fixer, nonetheless. I'd say you're already a runner.
Well, you're too kind, Deadeye. But I wouldn't put myself on the pedestal that you guys currently occupy.
I'll tell you what. There is no pedestal in our business. We're underground.
Well, thank you. Thank all of you. I'll be making sure that Mr. Grump knows how well you performed.
Excellent. And with that, you each get 4 karma in the form of Nuyen. Thaddeus Preston Kroner gets 4 karma as karma for his jobs in stealing the Saeder Krupp technology. I will also spend a plot point. I have 2 plot points to spend left. 1, Thaddeus Preston Kroner, epilogue. He, now with this windswept, devil-may-care attitude towards life and possibly a new Shadowrunning existence, has really finally cinched the heart of Claire, the research assistant, and
Nice.
and he gets the girl.
Yeah, no
And
doubt.
yes,
The question
And-
is, does he want the girl?
right. It doesn't matter. He has her. We'll find out if we ever get back. And the final plot point is, Bobby, you can choose to make any or none of this canon in your plot.
It may have Thaddeus a character in our actual play.
Yes, and plus Saeder Krupp, that this vampire's gone. This technology is missing.
Mhm.
It's in Thaddeus's possession. Well, yeah, the research is in his possession, so that makes him kind of a valuable target.
You're right.
Can I use a plot point for that
course.
relationship thing happening?
Yes.
I just thought of a great scene. Claire, as the Shadowrunners bid farewell, Dr. Thaddeus and Claire comes in with her folders, and she says, "Well, Doctor, now that business is taken care of, what do you suppose we should do with your newly found vacation time?" And Dr. Thaddeus, I assume, says, "Well, I'm sure there's a more sophisticated," and it just fades to black.
And there you go. That was Join the Anarchy Session 2 in Columbia, South Carolina. That was fantastic.
That was great.
That was high
Oh, that was a
octane
great
stuff.
Character. That was a great character. So much fun.
Thaddeus is
Thank you.
Oh, yeah, it was.
definitely.
Yeah.
I was racking my brain and trying really hard to figure out a way to get it so that that Turbo could shoot a grappling hook into the vampire and yank it out into the sunlight.
Ooh.
Oh man,
That is
would be
beautiful.
awesome.
That is
Turbo
something
would
that
need
we
to
would
actually
come up
be
with.
there.
That would
But yeah,
come
you
up
guys
with.
That would've
take
been
care of
cool.
it first.
Yeah.
So let's go ahead and do the raffle. What was that website I used last time? Randomizer.
Random.com?
No, it wasn't random.com. It was another, like, it was like a lottery raffle random list. Mini web tool. That's the one. Because it has the name come out in nice, big, dramatic, bold letters. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to place it. Place everything there. All right. I'm going to lift my laptop up. For transparency, I'm going to click pick random name, and the winner is Xravnos for his vampire suggestion. I think that's well deserved. I think that is
Nicely
very well
done.
deserved. Thank you, Xravnos. You have $15 to spend on Drive-Thru RPG. Please message me. Let me know what you want. I also, before we go, I want to say that thank you so much to Bobby from Six Worlds, Complex Action, and complex action actual play, which is set in Colombia. So if you liked this
Great,
one,
dude.
oh, this always happens at the end of the session. How's it going? How about now? How about now?
It's a little bit better.
All right. If you liked what you saw in this world, check out the actual play of Colombia. Lots of really cool stuff there. He basically built this world, and thank you again so much. And if you are interested, I have links in the show notes there on Twitch, and I'll also have it on YouTube if you're watching on YouTube. So, oh my God, this is so awesome! Thank you, everybody. And one other thing. Follow us on Twitter, because I started this thing. Nobody really responded on the first time, but everybody that is following us on Twitter gets 1 plot point that they can use it or lose it, in between sessions, to add something to the canon backstory of our campaign that we can use at any time. So follow us. We are at Twitch Anarchy. So, sorry to cut you off.
I just wanted to let everybody know I can't make it to the next session, tragically. So I will see you guys in December.
Yes. That said, that means that we have 2 slots open, which I have already filled with some wonderful people, which you'll find out more about soon. You'll need to follow us on Twitter to get the deets sooner than later.
Our next Dr. TPK.
Yeah.
Bobby, you have any last words before we go?
This was really fun, and I'll come back anytime you guys want. Well,
Oh, yeah.
permitting.
Excellent. All right, and with that, everyone have a fantastic night and fantastic Sticks to World night. Bye, everybody.
And go out and vote tomorrow.
Yes, go out and vote. Go out and
Please
vote.
vote.
UCAS.
Please vote.
Vote Dunkelzahn.
Please.
Write him in.
Yes, please.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.